Good morning, Ryup. Well, I am middle-aged and I've allowed myself to get a little bit squishy around the midriff. 100% my fault. But the good thing is that second point is something that is 100% within my control. That is something I can change. So that's why I'm up early this morning to come up to Tunstall Hill and show you good people these fantastic views. I'm not sure how well this will translate on the camera, but here, let's give it a go. Just need to turn this around. Oh no, it's not working. I'll just do it this way. Oh, look at this. You can see for miles. Good morning, Sunderland. Good morning, Ryup. Today I'm going to talk about motivations and the reasons. The reasons why people get motivated to do try and achieve their goals. Now for me, it's just a simple try and lose a little bit of weight, look a bit better, not be quite so squishy in the middle. For you, it could be anything. It could be doing exercise, it could be writing a book, writing a song, a poem, spending more time reading. Whatever it is, whatever your goal is, the motivation is important. But the one thing I want to say is the most important motivation, I think, that's my opinion, is do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. I mean, yeah, it's nice to do things to think, oh, my parents want to make my parents proud. That's great, but if most parents, they love their kids and they're going to be proud of their kids, no matter what their achievements actually are, because they love their kids. So don't do it for them. Do it for you. Make sure that whatever it is you want to do, it's not just to please somebody else. I mean, for example, I want to look a bit better. Hopefully that would be nice for my wife. But I'm doing it for me. And I think that makes a big difference. I think you're probably more likely to fulfill or get to your goal if it's for you, not for somebody else. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. It's just my opinion. But let's go for a little jog here. A little obstacle to jump. There we go. Hopefully the sound on this will be okay. Not too windy. It's actually quite a nice day. Running in this pleasant place. So yeah, that was one thing about motivation. What else can I say about it? Again, drawing on personal experience, there's been times when I've said to do something and I've actually followed through and done it. You know, my weight's gone up and down during the years, but it only works when I determine in my mind and focus on it and say, I will do this, I will get this finished. Because it's all too easy, as everyone knows, to procrastinate, to do something else, stay in bed longer, watch some TV, whatever your vice may be. But yeah, if there's something you want to set a goal, something you want to see happening in your life, then yeah, I'd say firstly do it for you, don't do it for somebody else. And you have to change your mindset. No, this isn't something that will just be nice. This is something I'm going to go and do. Whew. Okay, that's it for me for today. See y'all. Here we are, coming up on the Ryup steam-powered pump house. Just coming into view around this corner. This is quite a historical building. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what year it was built. Long time ago. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me. But yeah, this is a nice place. They often do bank holiday events here. They actually have the steam-powered thing. You know, the coal-fired engine actually going some days. And then you see smoke coming out the top of there. Yeah, used to provide water for the area many years ago. That's just something I saw on my jog this morning. I thought I'd share that. Good morning. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a fishy when the port comes in. Nice views this morning. These are the cliffs of Royup. Very beautiful, but also very dangerous. We do get landslips here every now and then, so I'm not going to get too close to the edge. I'll stay on terra firma for my jog. But yeah, not bad sights you get in the morning. Sunrise trying to poke through. Lovely sea air. Good stuff. Ooh, and here is said beach. This nice morning. There we are. Nice views. Well worth it. Get up and run, guys, if you can. Great views out here. Oh well, we've got a bit of a standoff this morning. Bit of drama. This is like the Sharks and the Jets. Capulets and the Montagues going on over here. Yeah, let me show you. Look at this bunch of cowards over here. There's only one of me. Look at them, there's loads of them. Loads of them. They keep backing off. What's wrong with them? Come on. You can take me. You can take me. Let's see, are they going to bottle it? Oh, they're standing there. Oh no, they're bottling it. Bottled it. Could have stood your ground, lads. Oh, now I've scared them all. Am I really that tough? I don't think I'm that tough. Good morning. Well, today I want to talk about jogging or getting up running as a good use of time. And the reason I say that is because there's actually quite a lot you can do. You know, especially if you've got like some cheap ear thingamajigs and a phone. You can listen to books. You know, you can listen to motivational videos. If you want to, you can just listen to music that you like. You know, there's plenty of stuff on YouTube as well. If you can't, like me, I can't afford like a book subscription service, but there's lots of stuff on YouTube. Even audiobooks, lots of old classics, Kafka stuff, all sorts of stuff that's public domain now. But yeah, so the time I take in the morning, it's not that much time, and it's time that I would otherwise just be spent in bed. I'm not losing any time of my day, you know. But I am gaining that time to be able to learn more, to listen, to grow, if I so choose. And it doesn't have to be about that, you know. It could just be, hey, I like listening to some music while I do a workout in the morning. You know, whatever's good for you. But my point is that it's actually a good use of time. I think it's a very good use of time. Because if I stay in bed for the extra hour and a half, I don't actually win anything, gain anything. Whereas doing this, not only am I gaining a bit of fitness, but I'm gaining a good amount of time to listen to something, to learn, to do something new. So yeah, I'd say give it a go. It's a good use of your time. See you later. Good morning. Well, today it is perfect conditions, sunny, summertime. So my thoughts today are summer versus winter jogging, or, you know, maybe spring versus autumn. What's the best? What do you guys think? Do you prefer running and jogging in the summer or the winter or spring? I have literally no idea, no basis for comparison, because I have only just started and it's the middle of summer. So I've got nothing to go on. I can see how there could be some advantages to when it's a bit cooler. A little bit of light rain might be nice and refreshing when you're doing a jog. But I imagine it's going to be hard when those mornings come and it's pitch black and it's cold and it's wet and it's windy. I think that's going to hit hard. But I think I'm willing to go through it. We'll have to wait and see how well I do. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Put it in the comments. What do you think's better? You know, summer jogging, winter jogging, what do you prefer? Let me know. So right now I am overweight and I can barely do one proper pull-up, maybe two dodgy pull-ups here in the video. And so my challenge that I've set myself is that every time I go out for a jog and I see something like this I can do a pull-up on, I'm going to try and do a pull-up or two, see what I can do. And then I'll check in after maybe a year or two and see what the progress is compared to this. And hopefully by then I'll be able to do some actual pull-ups. Good morning. Well, this morning I'm going to try something that I don't recommend anybody do. It's a bit dangerous. So here I am, where this way down to the beach is a bit unstable. The cliffs are not very stable. But what I was hoping to do when I get down on that beach is to run to another part of the beach, but it's usually cut off by the sea. Now, allegedly it's low tide. It doesn't look like it, but what I'm going to have to do is when I go around that corner is see if there is enough beach for me to run to get to the other one, or whether if the sea blocks my way, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, dangerous. Don't recommend it. Don't do this. But I'm going to have a look and see if it's possible this morning while the tide is out. Wish me luck. Well, I'm at the archway, and that's the sea there. And could you imagine if that archway collapsed while you were trying to go through it and pinned you here? That would be pretty bad. I don't know how much of it is mud and how much is rock, so I'm going to get through there pretty quick and then see if the route is clear to the other beach. Okay, well, yep, the tide really is low because that bit's usually blocked off, and there is a little gap there, so I'm going to try now and run through to that other part of the beach. I thought, but it looks like there are some rocks to use to get through there. If I get wet, I get wet, as long as I get through. I made it through, but that was very dangerous, very slippy. I don't recommend that to anybody. My feet are wet now. Yeah, don't do this, guys. Well, there's some great views on the other side here, but there's a storm coming, so I'm going to get out of here. It's just a normal jog for me now up here. So yeah, thankfully not lost to the sea today. But if you're going to come down here, be careful. Rocks are very slippy. Good morning. Well, it's a bit of a tough one this morning because I've been doing this a little while now, not very long, but I've yet to see any gains. I haven't seen any loss of weight yet. And this is the point where I think, well, a lot of people would feel disheartened and maybe quit, if they've been doing something a little while, something that's not easy, and they see no immediate sort of improvement. But I have seen some improvements, just not weight loss, but I am finding it easier to do these jogs. I'm spending more time jogging, less time walking, and not as achy around the knees like I used to be when I first started. I am feeling stronger, I'm feeling improvements. And so I think the key is consistency. I once heard somebody say that imagine you had a big tree to chop down in your back garden. It's a dead tree, you have to get rid of it. And it's wide, and it's going to take a while to deal with. So you have an axe, and if you go and try and do it in one go, just keep smacking at that tree, going for it, you'll burn out. You might get a certain amount of chunk dug through, but it'll be too much, you'll get burnt out and you'll stop. He said, but if you just take that axe and you say, I'm going to hit that tree 10 times, just 10 times, no more, no less, and then put the axe down for the day and say, right, that's it. Next day I'll do the same. The next day 10 times, day after that 10 times, no more, no less, just keep hitting the tree 10 times with the axe. He says, what's going to happen if you are consistent, if you keep doing that and keep doing it and just don't give up doing that? What's eventually going to happen? And the answer is the tree will fall. You'll eventually get through, the tree will fall down. And so I think that's what I'm looking to do here is just be consistent. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. I've got a certain amount of times a week I'm going to keep doing this. And as long as I keep going and keep going and keep going, I'll get there. And so that's the thought for today about consistency. So yeah, see you next time. This thing here, I swear this is getting closer to the land.
And slowly and surely they drew their plans against us.
Good morning. Well, my thoughts this morning are that the sun is getting a little bit lower each day. The time of year that it is, the daylight hours are getting shorter, drawing in. Now the good news is that means that on my morning runs, pretty soon, I'm going to be seeing the sunrise happen over the sea on my runs. That sounds pretty cool. I haven't seen that too many times, so looking forward to that. There you go. The other thing is, what I'm using my time this morning doing is I found some physics lectures from Stanford University, all free on YouTube. and there's loads of them. So I'm starting right at the beginning, something to do with mechanics, and then I'll try and work my way through those, see if I can stay with it, try and improve my brain a little bit. And that just throws back to my video when I was saying it's a good use of your time. If you want to just listen to music, great, just listen to music, do whatever you want. But yeah, there's a whole lot of information out there if you want to learn while you're doing your jog, and you get these beautiful sunrises. I'm looking forward to a few more weeks' time when that's like only just rising. I think that'll be pretty cool. All right, see you later. That's it for today. Good morning. Well, when I'm out on these runs, sometimes I see, or you'll come across, animals that have sadly passed on. You see it a fair bit. And it just got me to thinking about, how short life is. I mean, even just recently, somebody I used to work with, used to play a bit of football with, sadly passed away. And he was younger than myself. And yeah, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. I've heard that said, and it's very true. So I'm taking that as part of the motivation to get up early and do what I'm doing, have the time to do the runs to get a bit fitter, to look a bit better, and also to learn and grow and spend that time doing other things. There are other projects at home I'm working on, and yeah, I need to kind of get up early to have the time to do it. Too many people have the excuse, I don't have enough time, and that was me at one point. I was just like, slow progress on one of the things I'm working on. No, I haven't got time. But I do have time. I just need to make time. Everybody's got time. It's a choice. And so, yeah, that's my thoughts for today. Choose to make the time. Catch you on the next one. So this morning we've got the sun there. The cloud makes it look like some kind of flying angel thing. And over here, the moon. Kind of cool to be up early enough to see them both together in this kind of way. Nice little observation this morning. So today I'm just talking about small marginal gains, because I weighed myself and haven't done that many runs, maybe about 15, 16 runs, and but I've lost 1.5 pounds, which obviously doesn't sound a lot, and it's not. But what I'm hoping is that at the same time I'm building muscle in my legs, as well as losing a little bit of fat, and the two might counteract each other initially, because muscle is heavier than fat. So my hope is that, although I've only lost 1.5 pounds of weight, hopefully I'm strengthening up my muscles, and that's counteracting the weight. Not too worried about the weight at the moment, but I am seeing a difference in the way I look. The love handles aren't quite as big. So I would say be consistent, keep going. Whatever your dream is, whatever your goal you've set is, just be consistent. Keep going for it. You'll get there. That's my thoughts for today. Catch you on the next one. Morning. It's a nice morning here today. And I've come across something that I really hate to see, but you do see it. So down that way, maybe just under a mile, you've got all this nature and niceness. Same this way, about a mile and a half or something. And then right in the middle of it, here, somebody's been so lazy that they've just left all of their takeaway wrappings just there, when they could have just carried it with them on the way out that way. There are bins. On the way out of it that way, there are bins. Just, yeah, absolutely no need for it. It's pure laziness. But, people are going to be people. Don't let it get you down. Keep going. Go for whatever it is you're working at, and I'll catch you on the next one. So here I am. It's one of the hottest days of the year, and I'm somewhere else there. I'm in Norfolk. So I think it's always good to explore new places. I managed to find, for a little bit of a jog, I managed to find this path here. I think it's called Marriott's Way. There's a wildlife board there. Looks like that. And I might be wrong, but I'm guessing this is probably an old railway line that's no longer used, obviously, as railway anymore. Sorry, I'm not sure what's up with my voice. And yeah, I really like these because there's no traffic to contend with. It's nice and peaceful. Here I've got a bit of shade from the canopy. So yeah, still hot, very hot, but it's nice to get a little bit of shade. Well, I found out this definitely was an old railway line, and I found a piece of railway line here which I can see why it's no longer in use. Yeah, that's not nearly straight edged enough. That's definitely not regulation. problems. You can have problems if you're trying to run a train on that one, that's for sure. But yeah, that makes sense. It looked like an old railway track, and that's exactly what it is. And I would just encourage you, if you do get into running or jogging, if you go visit someplace else, yeah, see if there's any, use Google or what have you, see if there's another little route someplace you can explore. Have fun, guys. Catch you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. So this is a little update about the fly tipping. This area where the fly tipping was has now been sectioned off, and it actually says that it's private to keep out, no right of way, no trespassing. So I guess this land must be owned by the railway or something near to it. So that's good news. That means obviously people aren't going to go up that track anymore and do fly tipping. And thankfully there is still a right of way around the edge. So people who walk their dogs, people go jogging like myself, still have access to the route. So that's my little update about that. Good news. So that's it for now. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Good morning. Well, this morning I want to talk about how we have to be willing to look foolish. If you want to achieve something or try something you've never done before, chances are to start with you're going to suck. And you have to be willing to put aside what people are going to think about you and be willing to be foolish in order to get where you want to go. For example, my pull-up challenge, I can barely do 1 or 2 pull-ups, if you'd even call them that, and I look foolish doing it. But every time I do a jog and I come across something where I can try to do some pull-ups, that's what I'm going to do. And the plan is within a year or so, I'll probably be able to look more competent and not look foolish doing them. But I've got to be willing to look foolish to start with. And so that's what I'm going to do again this morning. I do go past like a play park where there's something I can pull up on. And I'll look a fool. And I'll put some footage, I don't care. But I'll keep this, and then in a year or so, let's see how I do there. Let's see how I compare. And hopefully I won't look quite the fool, but I'm willing to look it to start with. That's my thought for today. Catch you on the next one. Bye. Good morning. Well, time to step it up. Time to step up a notch. That's my thought for today. So I've been doing this jogging for a little bit now, and I thought right now is the time to go a bit further. So I've added an extra third distance onto what I'm doing in the morning. We'll see how that goes. Now, this works for certain routes. There are other routes where it's still the same kind of distance, and on those days, to compensate, I'll try and add in more sit-ups, more press-ups, things like that. But yeah, I guess, what am I trying to say? If you've got a goal and you're doing something, once you've been doing it a little while, if you're starting to see improvements, okay, time to step it up a notch. And that way we'll get progression. That's it. That's my thought for today. Catch you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, there's a saying that I've heard, and you probably heard it too, that you should try and be the change in the world that you want to see. And so on my jog this morning, I've come across this complete unnecessary littering, which I hate to see. There's absolutely no point in that. There are bins that way, there are bins that way. So I'm going to do that this morning. I bought a little bag with me, some gloves, and it's only a small bit, but I'm going to clear up what I can of this rubbish down here. And yeah, I'm going to give it a try. Be the change in the world that you want to see. Okay, so that's one little bag done. It's not much, but it's a start. And yeah, it's weird. Whoever did this, it was clearly somebody who's been working on a vehicle of some kind. There are bits of what I assume to be car parts, spray paints, gloves where they've been working on it. And it just makes no sense to bring it out to this remote place and dump it. It's just really weird. There's bins everywhere in the where the houses are. It just doesn't make any sense to me. People are weird. But anyway, that's my little bit for today. I think what I'll do is probably bring a bag with me every time I run this route, and then hopefully over time I can get rid of that pile of rubbish. Okay, that's the thought for today. Catch you on the next one. Good morning. Well, I'm back again to this spot here where my one little bag didn't do a whole lot of difference. Made a little bit of a chunk. But yeah, I underestimated the amount of stuff here. So today I'm back with 2 bags. So I'm going to do that now, make another little dent. I'm going to crack on. Oh, it's starting to rain now. It's okay, the rain's refreshing after you just run a couple of miles. Okay, so here's my 2 bags. Obviously there's still a fair way to go, but you know, I'm jog here regular, so I'm going to just do this and do this every time until eventually this should all be gone. That's the plan. That's the plan. An unexpected bonus of taking those 2 bags is that when I carried on jogging, I had nowhere for my arms to really be, so it felt more natural to lift them and lower them, raise them, lower them. And so it ended up being a little bit of an extra workout for my arms, my shoulders. Yeah, they weren't that heavy, but it ended up benefiting me. So it's, definitely a good thing. So there's 2 bags of rubbish gone. I got a little bit of extra workout. So yeah, bonus. I'm going to continue doing that every time I do that route. Good morning. Well, the sunrises are starting to look more interesting. It's going to be great when that's only just coming up over the sea when I start these runs. Looking forward to that. With my little stick of rye up a rock. Paint the whole world with a rainbow. Okay, so remember everybody, if you're at the beach and you see somebody in trouble in the water, you have to turn German. Just for a few seconds, you have to turn German. And you have to go, 999! Look at this, man. Look at this. Yeah, I'm not going to miss this like I did for years and years. This is great. Good morning. Just starting with my favourite little spot this morning for seeing the sunrise. It's quite clear today, not many clouds. Very nice. So while I'm here at the east coast here, it just reminded me there's something coming. Apparently this next coming Sunday, not this one, the one after, I think it's the 7th of September, there's a blood moon, and apparently about 7:30 p.m. UK time, the moon's going to rise from the east over there, and it'll already be in the shadow of the earth, it'll already be a red blood moon. So that'll be awesome. There's not a lot of light pollution here at all. Good place to come and look at the stars and such. I had a battle once trying to find a comet a few years back. It was only visible at about 3-4 in the morning, just before sunrise. Every time I came to the coast, cloud, wall to wall cloud. Apart from the very final day, I did manage to see it with a pair of binoculars, and it was really cool. So yeah, this is a reminder for myself more than anything. But yeah, 7th to the 8th, so Sunday morning, I think. Yeah, 7th of September, if I've got that right. I mean, look it up. East coast of England, 7:30 p.m. Moonrise is going to be a blood moon, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be cool. I'm just taking a breather from the running for a second because I just got a stitch for the first time in ages. Since I started jogging, running, never had a stitch, and I've kind of forgotten all about them. That, you can get these while running. Yeah, I forget. Is there a way to deal with these, or you just have to wait till it goes? I can't remember. Anyway, I think it's time to subside, so I think I'm going to crack on. Good morning. I'm here again to give you an update on the pile. I'm sure you all wanted an update about my piles. Not. No, here it is. So yeah, come with another 2 bags. Going to carry on and see how much more we can clear. Shouldn't be long, we're going to get this done. There's another couple of bags, and I'm glad that I took my time, because within there was a Stanley knife blade, but thankfully, I had gloves on, but they were only rubber gloves, so yeah, that easily could have cut me. I think I'm pretty up to date on my tetanus booster, I think, but yeah, if you're doing this kind of thing, guys, take your time, make sure there's nothing sharp in there. Good morning. I'm here back at my pile that I've been working on, and yeah, maybe today can be the day. Maybe today is the day that we can get this one completed. There's not that much left, so I've got my trusty 2 bags, and we'll see how much we can fit in. So good news, guys, we did it. We have completed it. That is the bags. That area is now clear, and it didn't take that many times, was it? What, 3 or 4 times, and then it was all clear. So I'm going to still do my thing of carrying a couple of bags with me when I go for jogs, and then that way, if I see stuff like that along the route, I can just pick it up and give my arms an extra workout as I lift the bags and carry them to the next bin. And if you're ever doing this kind of thing, though, I would just ask you to be careful, because within these bags there was quite a few more Stanley knife blades and sharp objects, bits of glass, that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're going to do something like this, take your time and just make sure you don't cut yourself. Okay, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, check this out. Look how low that is now. I reckon give that another couple of weeks and it's going to be just hitting the sea as I get to this point. Looking pretty cool. Long shadow man, long shadow man. He is very long. And yes, I am very strange. I know this. This is something that I know. Ah, wascally wabbits. Those wascally wabbits. What are they trying to do to me? They're trying to break my ankles. Yeah, so a little tip, if you're going to be jogging or running off of a main track, grassy areas, just be very wary where you plant your feet, because these nearly caught me out before, nearly sent me tumbling. And these wascally wabbits, I think they're out to get me. Hey, it's that long man again. I think he's following me, you know. Better be wary of that guy. What a weirdo. Well, after that jog, I'm exhausted. Good morning. Well, this morning I thought I would make a little movie. Well, the mornings are definitely getting darker, so what I'm doing is hitting up all the routes around me where there are no street lamps, like this one. Because yeah, fairly soon I think it'll be too dark for me to do this without tripping and falling like an idiot. So, and then when that time of the year comes, there are other routes where there are street lamps, and then I should be able to do those all year round, including those cold winter months that are coming up. I don't look forward to that at all, but we'll see how I do. So that'll be my first winter jogging. But yeah, look, here's some of my pals over here. Can you see them? Don't know if they could. Yeah, they're having a good morning this morning, just munching on the grass. Well, I've come across something interesting on my run this morning. It's either Charles Leclerc's car or Lewis Hamilton's car. And for those who watch Formula One, you'll know what I'm talking about. Apologies to any Ferrari fans out there. Good morning. Well, this is my first sort of run in the rain, proper. And I've been really lucky because I've been doing this a while now, and every time it's been dry or a very slight, small bit of rain that didn't really bother anything. This morning it is a constant rain, but I don't know, I feel like maybe I overdid it with this sort of fleece jacket thing and the hat, but I get the feeling that they're kind of going to be essential for me as it gets colder. You know, it's still reasonably warm for this time of year, and yeah, got to admit, it was darker this morning and it was raining. It was a bit more challenging to get my mind mentally into thinking, do I really want to do this? But yeah, I would encourage you. I definitely feel like it was the right call, obviously being out here now. And but I've determined in my mind there's a certain amount of weight I want to lose, a certain way I want to look. And I'm just going to keep going till I achieve that. And I think that's the only way to do it. You have to have that mentality of like, until I get this done, I will keep going. So I would encourage anybody who's got a goal, trying to lose a bit of weight or whatever it is you're trying to do. Don't let the first sort of obstacles and challenges that come to you allow you to sort of stop doing what you're doing. Just power on through them and you'll get there. Okay, that's my thought for today. Catch you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, the days have come where I'm actually here before the sun. You can see there the sun bouncing off the clouds where it's just about to pop up at any minute now. So I'll stop and I'll record when it actually comes up, because that's going to look pretty cool, I think. And today is actually my daughter's 17th birthday. So, yeah, she's in the UK. That means she can drive. She's got her provisional driving license. And so that is why I'm in a place with no roads. Just kidding. No, I'm sure she'll be a good driver. And she's looking forward to that. That's quite a big milestone here in the UK. And yeah, that's looking awesome out there. So I'll carry on jogging, running, and I will try and catch that sunrise at some point there. See you in a bit. Okay, I've stopped for a breather because it's happened just now, just within the last few seconds, and that is rising so quick. I didn't realise how quickly it rose once it went. Literally a matter of seconds, but it looks incredible. So yeah, good morning everybody. That's it, sunrise. I'll catch you on the next one. Good morning. Well, there's a fresh new sunrise going over there. And I've got some new friends this morning. Check them out. Now, don't worry buddies when I go running off in a minute, because I'll be back. Alright, so today is the day of the Great North Run. And so not that far from here, about 10 or 11 miles or so, there's going to be thousands and thousands of people running a half marathon, the Great North Run. And hats off to them, because I'm nowhere near that. I'm only doing a 4-mile run this morning. I'm nowhere near that level of fitness. But to be honest, though, that's not my goal. You know, some people have a goal to run a half marathon or a marathon, and fair play to you. My goal is just to lose a little bit of weight. And so far the progress is, I think I've lost about 3 pounds, roughly. Which I know is slow going, but that needle is heading in the right direction, you know, when I'm standing on those weights. So that's all good. But yeah, fair play for everybody who's doing that run. Yep, I hope you have a good one, a fun day, and that everybody's safe, no injuries, everyone has a good fun and gets home after a good day. And yeah, good luck to them. That's it, that's my thought for today. Have a good one, see you on the next one. Good morning. Well, this morning we've got the moon over there, full moon. It isn't quite sunrise just yet. Just a little update about the moon. So on the Sunday, if you remember, I told you there was a blood moon at 7:30 p.m. So what I did is I took my family and we went to the coast to watch it rise. And you know, there were people there having the same idea. There was a guy with a big telescope and a camera set up, and he said I think he said it was about the first 40 minutes was going to be the best, where it would be the most red, and then after that it will start to sort of fade and become just like a normal moon. So yeah, we're there. We're waiting. I've got my binoculars and stuff, and cloud. it was bound to happen. There was cloud exactly where the moon was rising. So we did hang around there for a while, chatted to people and stuff, and then it did start peeking out over the cloud. But unfortunately, by then it was kind of normal. It was a little bit sort of orangey, yellowy tinge to it, which was kind of nice. But yeah, it wasn't blood red anymore, so we missed it. It was always going to happen to me, but it was still worth going. Met some nice people. There was one of my youngest daughter's school friends was there and stuff like that. So yeah, we got to talk to some people, and it was good. That's good still anyway. But yeah, that's the moon update. It's there now, mocking me being nice and clear, but not blood red. This is life. We just laugh at it and carry on. So catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Well, today I am discovering something a little bit different. I haven't really been down here much. This is a place called Dean, which is a kind of secluded sort of wooded kind of area where there's like a little stream that goes down towards the river. So I'm here by moonlight. It's just before sunrise. Don't know if that'll come through on the camera. You might be able to see the moon reflected in the water. So yeah, we've got this little puddle, tiny little sort of stream bed. It's very secluded. There's nobody really sort of here at this time in the morning. And it's interesting because I've got no idea where I'm going really. Well, I've got an idea of where the sea is, but I don't know what I'm going to discover around the corner. So yeah, having a little adventure discovering the Dean. I'll see you in a bit, and I'm going to head towards the coast and then do my regular jog. So we've got, you know, a few felled trees around the place, probably from the storms that we've had over the last sort of few years. And the tracks do seem fairly well used. I imagine kids probably come and play here on their bikes, off-roaders, maybe even some people on motorbikes. Naughty. But yeah, an interesting place. Well, I'm back up the top to this sort of field, sort of scrubland area. New builds going on over there. Oh no, not sunrise, the moon's over there, going to set. And I'm heading that way towards the sea, towards the sunrise. So we're at this nice other little spot. There's like a bench here. Some nice views across there. We've got the moon there. See, the sun's about to rise just over there. Cliffs over here. And unfortunately, because we're near the bench, some people have left some bottles, some takeaway wrappers. But thankfully, like I said, I've got my trusty bag, so I'm just going to pick them up, because I know that on the way out of here there's a bin. There's always bins. There's no need for this litter in here. So yep, I'll do that and then head on, catch that sunrise, and then that'll be it for today. That's my thoughts for today. I checked out Dean, pretty cool area, worth a look. Catch you on the next one. Well, some people say photographs or it didn't happen, so there's proof that litter is no longer there. But while I was doing that, I discovered over this cliff edge here, if you look down there, that used to be a car there. Somebody had a bad day driving. That's quite frightening. Good morning. Well, I'm back here in the Dean, in this interesting place, and I'm completely lost. I just went up that way, didn't lead anywhere. I know that somewhere around here, there is a path that leads up to the part of the route where I usually jog. I just keep trying the wrong ones, keep getting lost, haven't found it. But that's okay. I'm in a place like this, I've got time, it's a pleasant place. So and it's okay to get lost every now and then if you're having a bit of an adventure, everybody out there. So that's it really. If you see this video, then that means I've made it. So yeah, hopefully I make it. I'll see you in a bit. That's my thought for this morning. I'm a little bit lost, but that's okay. Catch you later. Well, it turns out it was worth me getting lost this morning. If you look down here, I've just scrambled up there because I spotted something I nearly missed completely. And there are some ruins here. See these stones? And this little alcove where there might have been an ornament or I don't know what. Wall goes down there. There's not much of it left. So I think I'm going to have to try and do some research and find out what was here. Was it just like ornamental, like a garden ornamental thing? Was it a building? No idea. But yeah, what a great find. I'm still going to find my way out of here, mind. But I'm sure I will. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it was worth getting lost. What an interesting find. What is it, guys? Do you know? If you know, let me know. All right, catch you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, the mornings when I get up are definitely colder, definitely wetter, darker. It does make it harder. But my message for today, what I have to say is that it's worth it. It is definitely worth it. And that's what I use in my mind to get me out of bed when I don't feel like doing it. Because I'm starting to see progress, I'm seeing changes. So a little update, I've probably lost around about sort of 5 pounds worth of weight. But at the same time, I also feel stronger. I look a little bit stronger. And if you see my early videos, you'll see I've set myself a pull-up challenge that every time my jog takes me past some kind of object that I can try and do pull-ups on, I'll see what I can do. So that over the time, long period, 1 or 2 years, I'll end up being able to do a decent amount of pull-ups. So I started off, I could barely do 2, not hardly even legit pull-ups, if you call them that. And now I can do 3 kind of lame-ish kind of pull-ups. And from the outside looking in, I'll still look foolish, I'll still look terrible, and that's true, I do, but I'm willing to look foolish and terrible because I know I've made progress there, I'm stronger, I can do more, and it's heading in that direction, and it's going to keep heading in that direction because I'm going to keep doing this. And that's the mentality, that's all I need to know that it's worth it. It's worth it. If I keep doing that, I don't know what I'll look like in a year's time, 2 years' time. I could be doing 20 pull-ups, no problem, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's my thought for today. It's worth it. It's worth it if you want to do something like this or set yourself a goal. Go for it. And that's it. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, this morning was by far the wettest and darkest it's been. And I made a slight mistake. I woke up naturally, looked at my clock and thought, oh, it's time for me to get up anyway. So I switched my alarm off, come downstairs. And it's bouncing, the rain outside is bouncing, I can hear it and it's dark. And then I realised, because I was half asleep and my brain wasn't quite working, it was actually half an hour earlier than I usually get up to do the jog. And there was a short moment of time where I almost didn't do it. I nearly said, nah, not today, I'll make it up for it another day. But I'm glad that I didn't. It was worth it, it's always worth it. So I thought, no, I'll go out in the rain, in the dark, and try a route I know where it's got street lights to start with. And now it's nice. I mean, it's still raining, but I'm so glad I did it. I mean, it's still great scenes of light starting to come up. I'm about halfway through my jog and I'm glad I did it. So my thought would be to you, if you've ever got that voice telling you, don't bother today, just ignore that and do that anyway. It is worth it. Right, catch you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I just wanted to share, I don't know how well this will come out on video, but the sky there just before sunrise, it's very kind of pinky red this morning, looks kind of cool. And yeah, I thought today I would share what my goal actually is, how it is I want to look, why I'm doing this. So I'll put up on screen here, I'll edit in some pictures of how I want to look. Nothing too over the top, hopefully, I don't want to be a big bodybuilder or anything. But I've never looked like this in my life, and that's where I want to get at, that's the goal. Now, there was a period of time when I was a bit younger and I was doing a bit more exercise where I was probably at my fittest. I'll see if I can edit in a picture there. And that's when my sort of arms are strongest and things like that. But still, I didn't look like this first picture here, and that's the goal. And it doesn't matter that I'm older, because I'm seeing progress in what I'm doing. So it just means I have to be consistent. That's the key, consistency. As long as I can be consistent, that's where I'm going to get. But at the same time, I get to see these kind of things, which is fantastic. Okay, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I'll tell you, what a difference a couple of weeks makes in terms of how this looks here. It probably looks lighter on screen than it is in real life. There's the sea there. Sunrise is going to pop up over there at some point. There's even a star there, if you can see. Yeah, it is cold. New levels of cold. Wasn't quite expecting that. Obviously, I'm starting to warm up now that I've been jogging. Might be not that far off having to start off with a coat, I think. But yeah, that looks a lot lighter on screen than it really is. Me probably tripping over like an Egypt in a minute. But that's it. I'm going to carry on with my jog and see if I see anything interesting or have any other thoughts this morning. Catch you in a bit. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, it is properly dark now. Over there you can just about see where the sunrise is going to be. But what it does mean is this might have to be the last time that I do this particular route down here, because there's no street lamps and I'll just fall over like an idiot. So yeah, I'm going to have to switch now, I think, to the routes where there are lamps so I can see where I'm going. But one thing that's interesting I didn't think about is, because this is the first time me doing this, is that when the clocks go backwards a bit later in the year, I wonder if they'll go back long enough for me to get the sunrises again and to be able to see where I'm going and do these kind of routes again. I don't know. I'll have to research that because I'm not 100% sure. But looks like it's a bit dark to get any footage for you this morning. So if I see anything interesting later, I'll add to the video. If not, I'll catch you on the next one. Well, hello again. Well, I have made a discovery this morning. So this morning is the first time that I've just listened to only music while I've been jogging. You know, I'm usually listening to something spoken. And yeah, it seems it can make a difference. I noticed that when the songs went on to something upbeat, you know, with that sort of magic, I think it's 120 beats a minute, you know, that kind of club style dance type beat. I just find myself being able to run faster with it. Just automatically, my body just got into that rhythm and was like, yeah, I'm going to go with this tune. Wasn't quite expecting that. So I guess that could be a motivation for anyone who's struggling during their exercise. Yeah, maybe try some upbeat music with that right kind of tempo and see if it helps any, see if it boosts you on, because it seems to. Okay, that's it. That's my thought for today. See you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I'm about halfway around my jog this morning on a new route, one that's all street lamps, because it's very dark now and cold. You can probably see my breath a bit. But look, I've got a new friend. Hey, buddy. Hello. Not very talkative, mind. But yeah, nice little find this morning. Steamy windows, rising from the body heat. Steamy windows. They've cut the grass here. That's nice of them. Just for me. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, on my jog this morning, I have discovered probably the 8th wonder of the world. This is the Babbling Springs of Ryan. What a beautiful sight, eh? Never knew that was here. Well, the sunrise is a bit like my hair this morning. Plenty of orange in there. Gotta love a bit of ginger. Good morning. Good morning. Well, this morning I've got what I can only describe as perfect rain conditions, which is very nice. And I never thought I'd hear myself saying that. But yeah, there's just this level of fine rain that doesn't get you too soaked, but just keeps you refreshed. And it's not like really cold, it's just about right. And yeah, I've got that today, so man, I could happily have this again, which is odd. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, it's true. There is a type of rain that's just perfect for running and jogging, and I'm lucky today I've got it. It's completely dark, mind, out here. I've reached that point where I think even at the end of my run, it's probably going to be just before sunrise, but so be it. I enter that era of the darkness until probably about March. But that's my thought for today. Just the rain is just perfect this morning. Okay, whatever you're doing, have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, this morning I thought I would make a little movie. Okay, so remember everybody, if you're at the beach and you see somebody in trouble in the water, you have to turn German. Just for a few seconds, you have to turn German, and you have to go 999. Today is actually my daughter's 17th birthday. She's got her provisional driving license, and so that is why I'm in a place with no roads. But look, I've got a new friend. Hey, buddy. Hello. Not very talkative, mind. I've got some new friends this morning. Now, don't worry, buddies, when I go running off in a minute, because I'll be back. Steamy windows, rising from the body heat. Steamy windows. I have discovered probably the 8th wonder of the world. This is the Babbling Springs of Ryan. What a beautiful sight, eh? Never knew that was here. Well, after that jog, I'm exhausted. Long shadow man, long shadow man. He is very long. And yes, I am very strange. I know this. This is something that I know. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I've been doing these jogs for a couple of months now. Not sure exactly how long. But I just thought I'd update you with a few stats. So far I have run this many miles. I have done this many pull-ups, this many sit-ups. I've done this many press-ups and this many dips. And from doing that, I haven't really changed my eating habits very much. Maybe just a little bit less snacking. I was trying to do less snacking. But I started at this weight, which was this BMI classed as overweight. I am now down to this weight, which is this BMI, which, yes, is still overweight, but it's going down. It's going in the right direction. And not only that, but I feel stronger. So not too concerned with the weight just yet, more about what it's doing to my body and how my body's starting to change shape. And so, yeah, that's the progress. I'll be interested to see in a year's time, 2 years' time, to compare back to this and see how those stats have changed still. Because that's the goal. I'm not looking to back down from what I'm doing. So I jog 3 times a week, at least 3 times a week. Okay, that's it. Just a quick update on the stats. After all, this channel is all about my journey in losing weight. So catch you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I've got the moon up there. Sunrise is going to be over there. But yeah, today I'm going to talk about those little nagging voices. Nagging? I mean, nagging, sorry. I don't think niggling's a word. Maybe it is. And yeah, so this morning when I got up, it was dark and it wasn't that cold, but I had those voices telling me, do you really want to do this? I think you just want to stay in bed. And you have to ignore those voices if you want to do this kind of stuff. Just look out over there, point properly. There you go. It's definitely worth it. And for my jog as well, I feel a lot better for doing this. I always do. At least once I get halfway around, I'm like, yes, I feel good. I'm glad I did this. I should have done this. So you will get, if you're going to do something like this, you will get the nagging voice saying, nah, you want to stay in bed. You don't want to do this. It's not worth it. It is worth it. You've got to ignore those voices every time. Ignore them. And that's my little thought for today. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, my thought for today is about the comments, right? I absolutely love the comments. Honestly, when I started this channel, I didn't know if I would even get anybody even following, let alone commenting. And I had one the other morning which absolutely, I loved it. It made me laugh. And I was talking about how now that it's dark, the whole run, there's no sunrise now before I finish my run, that I was finding it harder to see the motivation. Discipline was going to have to take over. And somebody just put in the comments, stop whinging. Or stop whining, something to that effect. And I found that really funny. That made me laugh. And they're kind of right, I thought, yeah, okay, I'll try and be more positive because I don't want this channel to just become me whinging about stuff. And sometimes we need that kind of brutal honesty from people. So yeah, man, what are you whinging about? Just get on with it, kind of thing. And yeah, I respect that. So yeah, from now on, I'll try and keep things positive. Good thoughts for the day, and not sort of whining about it. Have a good one. That's it. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I have a question today for all you jogger and runner types out there. So now we're getting in towards winter sort of running. and it can be quite cold at times. This morning I was finding my lips obviously sometimes get quite cold while I'm jogging, so my only solution at the moment is I was just sort of breathing into gloves like that to warm my lips up, warm them up. But it got me thinking, you know, when it's like properly cold, like sub-zero, for longer periods of time running, what do you guys do? Do you have like a tip for that? Do you just get cold mouth, or do you wear something across your mouth, or just do like I did, you know, blow into the glove? Yeah, any ideas, any tips? I'm completely new to all this. It's my first time jogging properly and my first winter sort of jogging coming up. So if you've got any tips or any ideas, let me know. Please let me know in the comments. All right, catch you on the next one. Good morning, good morning. Well, here in the UK, we are time travellers because we went back in time. Just 1 hour, mind, clocks went back. But the positive is, look, the pre-sunrise light is back. And man, it makes a big difference. I can actually see quite a lot. So that's great. The route I'm about to go on goes actually off the road away from the street lamps because it's light enough now, so that's good. So I've got, yeah, maybe I would guess 2, maybe 3 weeks or something of having this extra light again. Makes a change, makes a difference rather. So yeah, that's it. It's great. Yeah, nothing much more to say other than that today. That's just my thought today. We've time travelled and it's all good. I'll catch you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, today I have a rare day off work, and so what I was able to do with that is wake up slightly later for my jog so that I get to enjoy this light before the sea's over there. It's just before sunrise, but it's light enough that I can be back to this route, this cliff top route, one of my favourites. Yeah, because I'm going to miss it when it's pitch black. When I get up, I can't really do this route. Some people have said I could use a torch, but I don't think I would enjoy that quite as much. So yeah, my thought for today is, if you've got a day off work, I mean, you can have a lie-in if you want, you can do nothing, entirely up to you. But yeah, think about how could you use that time, you know. I know people don't always like getting up early, but if you've got a day off, that gives you extra day off, you know. And then you can do whatever you want. That's it. Nothing major today, just a little thought. And I'm very happy that I'm back here on the cliffs. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning, good morning. Well, being back here at the cliffs with enough daylight to see what's going on, it's been a while. I have come across this again. Some rubbish from takeaways, various bits and pieces. What we've got here. Chocolate orange wrapper. It's getting nearer Christmas. We're going to see all the Terry's chocolate oranges coming out. So yeah, but thankfully I've still remembered to have my trusty bag and gloves if I can get this pocket open. So right, I'm going to do, you know, the pictures, or it didn't happen. I'm going to pick that up and pop it in the bin on the way out of here, because like I've said before, there's plenty of bins about. It's just a case of taking it to it. So that's what I'll do. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, here we go for those that say photos or it didn't happen. There we go. And still before sunrise, unless it's hiding behind those clouds there. So yeah, good find. Let's make this a little bit nicer. I'm going to head on the rest of my jog now, and yeah, have a good day everyone. Well, good morning. Good morning. So again this morning I was able to wait a few extra minutes for the pre-sunrise light so I can see what I'm doing. And the reason today is I'm going on a tunnel hunt. I can't even speak, I'm out of breath, sorry. A tunnel hunt. Try and get that right. Put my teeth back in. Because yeah, I'm on this old railway track, and apparently about another mile up the road, and then I take a left. There's some like sort of hidden tunnels under a new bit of road. I've seen people there and I was like, how did you get there? So that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm on a hunt. I'll let you know if I find them. Well, success. What do we have here? The tunnel. Apparently there's 2 of these. Nice and shiny and new. They haven't been here that long. I can't even see graffiti on them, which is a rare thing. Fantastic. There we go, so that's one. Apparently, if I just go around a couple of corners, there should be another one. It'll take me a few seconds. I'm not that fast a runner, really. I think I see it. I can see it. There we go. Oh, what's this? strange plant pot thing or something. I don't know. And here we go. Yeah, again, very clean, very nice. Can't even see any litter or anything. It's brilliant. I guess this doesn't get used much. I've seen some runners use it, and I often wondered, where on earth are they? Well, now I know. Success. See you in the next one. Good morning. Good morning. So here we are, 2.5 months later after I started doing this. I'm back to where it all began. So since I started, I have lost about half a stone, and I can finally show you the views that I meant to show you the first time. There we go. Good morning, Sunderland. Because yeah, the first time I came up here, it was just fog. You could barely see about 10 metres in front of you. So yeah, that's it. That's all it is for today. Just want to show you the views I didn't get to before. And whatever you're doing today, hope you have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I am moonwalking this morning. There you are. By the light of the moon. Now, it is pre-sunrise, but there is enough light you can hopefully see on this video. So I'm making use of it once again on this path where there's no lights. But I can see enough not to fall flat on my face, so that's good. And yeah, so I think I've probably got about another week or so of this, and then it'll be back to like pitch black again. And then I'll have to stick to the other routes, you know, where we've got street lamps. So for maybe 1 or 2 last times, I'm getting out onto these routes where it's dark, but not quite dark enough to stop me. And I've got my old pal, the moon, there to help light the way. All right, good morning, have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. All right, well, today I'm testing out a new pair of running shoes. These were the cheapest yet I found, were only £16 off Amazon. See if I can show you them. There you go. And just doing a quick review of them, about halfway through my run now. And yeah, not bad. I sort of primarily bought them for running on just tarmac and road. The others were starting to get a little bit worn, and that was a good choice because these definitely aren't made for grass and stuff. I went off the road for a little bit through some grass, and I could immediately feel the water straight through onto my socks from above. So whatever material they're made out of, yeah, it doesn't keep the wet out. So I think I'll keep these ones for road use only, and the other ones for when I'm going off road. And you can see there it's looking kind of nice. There's a pre-sunrise light, oranges, reds. It's looking kind of nice this one. So that's it, just a quick review. You know, if you've not got a lot of money like myself, £16 if you can find yourself £16. Cheap running shoes, that's all you need. All right, whatever you're doing, have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Okay, well, this morning I'm talking about changing plans last minute. Now, I know in the past I've said I would be very rigid about when I was going to jog. I kind of had to change that, but it's for a positive reason. What I want to do is on Sunday morning, I want to go for like a longer route. It's about 1.5 miles longer. But for that, I do need some sunlight because most of the first part is off-road. And yeah, that's the only day where I can wait a little bit longer for the sunrise. So that's the plan. So it meant that I shifted yesterday's run to today. But it worked out kind of well because yesterday, it was like the days of Noah here. It was just non-stop rain, absolutely drenching and dark and cold and all that kind of stuff. Which shouldn't be a hindrance, shouldn't stop me. You know, if that was like what it was going to be like all week, I would still do a jog. Well, more than one jog. So, not so much of an excuse, but I thought, well, we may as well kill 2 birds with one stone, delay that one by 1 day, and then I run on the weekend, I can go a bit further, try this longer route about the next 1.5 miles. So yeah, that should be fun. Don't know if I've even got a point today, I guess. Just, yeah, sometimes we have to be flexible to changing plans, not be too rigid, as long as we're still advancing towards our goal. That's my thought for today. Okay, I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, as you can see, there's enough light for me to actually see where I'm going on this path. So I'm going on a special new route. It's a bit longer. It's a 5-mile sort of route. Not done this one before, so it should be interesting. Just having an adventure and seeing what I can see. Catch you in a bit. Well, I'm back. My adventures have taken me back to the tunnels, the dual tunnels. Still looking pretty nice and clean. Not used very much. I'm just going to jog around this corner and check out the next one. Feeling good this morning, feeling good. sunlight makes a big difference. I've noticed that. It's one thing I've learned on this first winter of mine, doing running, doing jogging. Ooh, there's all sorts of mud all over the road here. All right, here we go. Yeah, still pretty pristine. Looking good. All right, on to the next part. The next bit I haven't done before is through the, there's like an industrial estate up here, so I'm going to check that out. Well, believe it or not, I'm in the middle of an industrial estate, but there's this really nice path that goes through by a little stream down there. And I had no idea this was here. I've lived here for many years. This is great. I was thinking I'm going to have to just run through an industrial estate, but this is very picturesque. I'm on a celebrity hunt this morning. Has any of you seen any celebrity moles? Anybody? Well, I'm back at one of my favourite spots, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a tiny glimmer of sunlight trying to get through there. I don't know if that'll come through on camera. Tiny little gap in the clouds. I can't quite tell if the sun's up yet or not. I think it should be actually, but the clouds have stopped. But still, very nice views this morning. Well worth doing. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I tell you what a difference about 3 months makes. About 3 months ago, I was running on the hottest day of the year. And today, I don't know if it'll come across here, but it's snowing. Which here in the northeast they'll say, it's snaring, it's snar, look, snar. So yeah, snow. So yeah, this is probably about as hard of the conditions as I've ever faced. Snow's getting a bit thicker now actually, probably seeing the light. Whew, yeah, cold. But you just get at it. In fact, I'm going to have to start again running because that'll keep me nice and warm. So yeah, whatever your goal is, when these are your harshest times, conditions, just keep going, keep going. That's my encouragement for today. Right, catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I'm up again for another jog. It actually looks lighter on the screen than it is in real life. It's quite dark. Thankfully, all the ice has seemed to have melted, so I'm not slipping all over. Apart from this little bridge that goes over the road. I don't know if you can see there, but yeah, this is pretty icy, so I'm glad I spotted this. So I'm just going very slowly over this bit, and now I'll get back to the jog. So yeah, if anybody's out in these kind of conditions, just be very wary of your footing. You don't want to go over, injure an ankle, knee, anything like that. Okay, so whatever you're doing, have a good one. If there's anything more interesting on this run, I'll take a quick video for you. Ooh, well, there's definitely some more snow here and ice. So thankfully there's a little bit of grass on the edge. If I run on that, it's pretty stable. It's just the path, which is ice rink style. So yep, just taking it easy. Mixture of walking and jogging right now, but thankfully there is a grass verge, so I'm going to use that. Here we are, getting near to the end of my run now. And as you can see, the salty sea air thankfully changes the freezing point. So no ice here. I can take it a bit easier looking where I'm going. Obviously, as I get closer to home, there might be a little bit of ice, so I'm going to take it easy there. But yeah, nice views again. It's the seaside where you are. The cold north. Have a good morning, whatever you're doing. Have a good one. Here at this nice place, and it looks like somebody lost control here. Maybe coming out of this junction, maybe when it was icy, I don't know, but this is pretty wrecked. Safety warning, something. Yeah, I wonder what that says. Let's have a little look. It seems to be the other half of it. Yeah. Let's put this together. What does it say? Let's put this back together. Due to a recent increase in the number of vicious attacks by rogue moles, on people and dogs, resulting in one near-fatal incident, visitors are being asked not to feed the moles in the mole sanctuary. Wow, okay, that's a lot to process. That was me thinking that was going to say something about like danger, broken fence, you could cut yourself or something. Apparently being attacked by the moles. okay. I shouldn't laugh though, because one of them's near fatal. I just can't picture it. Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll stay clear of that field then. There's the mole field, the famous moles. Right, I'm going to keep my distance to those vicious moles. I'll see you in a bit. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I've got a bit of advice this morning for anybody out there who's working on any kind of goal. And that can be anything. It doesn't have to be jogging or fitness. It could be writing a book or music or anything, whatever it is, piece of artwork, something like that. So yeah, if you're working on a goal and you feel like you haven't made much progress, okay, get up, go get it, okay? And you'll be like, oh, but it's dark. Yeah, it's dark outside, yeah. Get up, go get it. But it's cold. Yeah, okay, it's cold. Get up, go get it. I don't feel like it though. Yeah, okay, you don't feel like it. Get up, go get it. This is what I'm trying to sort of live by. Because yeah, there are things, other projects I'm working on at home, not just the jogging thing. And yeah, sometimes I don't feel like it, and I have let that stop me from the progress I should be making. I need to set myself go get it. You know, like I will carve out this amount of time. It doesn't matter if I don't feel like it. I need to go and do it. I need to go get it. So that's it. That's my little motivational thought for today. Whatever you're going after, go get it. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, my message this morning is nip it in the bud. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm here at these tunnels. These ones that are quite new, they're pretty pristine. And I've noticed that already there's a few sort of cans and rubbish and stuff down in the tunnel. So I've got my gloves, got my bag. I'm going to nip that right in the bud. Clear that up before it becomes like just a big thing here. Just past here there's an industrial estate, so I'm pretty sure I'll find a bin there. So yep, I'm going to get to it. So I nearly missed this in the dark, so here's a bit of duct tape. Don't know what that's all about. If I go down here, there we go. Very nearly missed it in the dark. What else we got? More of these. Somebody likes their strongbow. Must be somebody. Oh, even more. This must be somebody's drinking hideout. Otherwise, it's too. Yeah, they've had a party down here. Yeah, there we go. I think that's it. Okay, so I found a few more little bits, and I'm going to do the same with the next tunnel. Just want to nip this in the bud because these are pristine, these tunnels. Okay, second tunnel. See, somebody's here as a smoker, and also into, I think it's some kind of booze. Right, I'm just going to finish up. For those video or it didn't happen people, there it is. Just a little bag's worth, not too much, but thankfully that's all clear. I'd like to keep it that way because it's really nice to run through somewhere that hasn't been graffitied and littered to death. It's very rare here in the UK. So, right, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day, everyone. Well, good morning. Good morning. Just ran up a hill and some of my friends are back. There they are. Hey, buddies. Yeah, they haven't got much to say today. Catch you later. See you, dudes. Well, I'm looking forward to the summer again, when it looks like this at 6 a.m. Gorgeous. Look at this, man. I love it. But at the moment, it's pitch black at 6 a.m. I've got a rare day off, so I'm going for a run during the sort of mid-morning. Yeah, I can't wait for summer again. I've definitely discovered, it's my first year doing this, I've definitely discovered I prefer the summer running. Let me know your thoughts. Well, good morning. Good morning. Don't have a massive message today, other than don't quit. Whatever it is you're doing, don't quit. Got the moon up there, little star beside it. This morning was very strange because I often get that nagging voice where it says, oh, just stay in bed today, don't do the run, don't do it today. And obviously I have to back that out of the park and just get on and do it. Today was the first time where I actually had the little voice that said, hey, quit this entirely. I thought to myself, what? Are you crazy? Like, I've been doing this maybe 4 or 5 months and I've lost half a stone and I'm feeling good. Why on earth would I stop this? But yeah, it just goes to show that no matter where you are in things or how much progress you're seeing, that voice can crop up. So you just got to bat it right out of the park. And I would have missed this. This sunrise is looking kind of nice. Again, I don't know how well that'll come across on screen, but it looks pretty spectacular from where I'm looking. So that's just my advice today, is just don't quit. You know, there's quite a few projects in the past that I've sort of started and let sort of peter out. But this weight loss and how I want to get to, how I want to look, it's definitely not one of those ones that I want to join that list of things that I started but didn't finish. I'm quite determined on this one. So, yep, don't quit, whatever you're doing. If it's something you really want to get done or achieve, just don't quit. I don't know why that voice came into my head today. Maybe just we're sort of getting deep into winter. We're not far from the winter solstice. Maybe it's that. Hopefully, as I get more sunlight, I won't have such thoughts. But if I do, I've just got to bat them right out of the park and get these views. All right, catch you on the next one. Well, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, so I'm not saying good morning today because I didn't manage to get up for the jog this morning. So I switched it up. I'm doing a nighttime run. And yeah, it's pretty much the same because being winter, it's dark out, same as in the morning. I am finding myself having to do a little bit more walking, probably just because it's been a long day and stuff. But not too much more, so I'm going to crack on in a minute. So I guess my message today is, if you miss a run in the morning, you can't get out in the morning, are you able to switch it up to another time? If you can, great. All right, catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Up for my run, and it's a very big day here in the northeast today. It's a very big day. It's Derby Day, which means there's Sunderland versus Newcastle in the football. That's a big deal up here. There hasn't been a league Derby Day for, I don't know, something like 10 years or something. For those of you who know, let me know in the comments. So, up before the sunrise. Clouds blocking it, but I can kind of see glimpses every now and then, so it's still looking nice. Get my run in early. So it'll be interesting to see. Now, obviously, I live in Sunderland. I'm not from Sunderland originally, but I do live here, so I'm hoping for a Sunderland win. But if any Geordies, any Newcastle fans watching, feel free to come here and troll me in the comments if we lose. It's all a good fun to me, but it's a big deal here. There's a big, massive rivalry. I think it stems all the way back to the Civil War. It's that much of a rivalry. But it's strange, people work together, get on as friends, but when it comes to the football, they're like locked in and it's banter mode. It's good fun. Anyway, nearly a sunrise. It's a good morning. I'm going to get on with my run and have a great day, everyone. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, last night I was filmed taking myself very seriously as usual. Here it is. And although that was fun, it did make me realise I've still got a way to go. I've lost a little bit under half a stone. Need to weigh myself again. I haven't done that for a little bit, but still got a little bit around the belly that I want to get rid of. I'm still not near the way I want to look, and that video sort of highlighted that to me. So I'm gonna make a conscious effort to do more on the nutrition and eating front, and sort of make some little changes there. Nothing too drastic, but I need to knock certain habits on the head if I want to lose the weight a little bit quicker. Now, there is no time scale. I'm in no particular rush, but it just feels counterproductive to be getting up early and doing the jogs only to maybe undo that good work if I eat too much. So I'm gonna combine the two now. It's been long enough. I've been doing this about 6 months, so it is working, but I could probably be more efficient with it. So that's my little thought for today. All right, whatever you're doing, whatever your goal is, go out, get it, have a good one, catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. It is the winter solstice today, and so I was hoping to capture the sunrise for the earliest sunrise of the year, but unfortunately it's cloud and sort of really fine rain. There's the sea there. It's still nice, still got nice views from a jog. So I'm just going to crack on with it. No spectacular views to show you today with sunrises because it's wall-to-wall cloud, but these things happen. All right, whatever you're doing today, go and have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Some good news. That kitchen that somebody had dumped here, which would look like it was a bunch of asbestos with it and stuff, it's all gone. Hey, well done the council. They must have come up here over the last few weeks and dealt with that. And the views are nice today. They are. I was wrong. I mean, they're a bit misty, but the beach is down there and stuff. It's still good. I'm glad to get out on the winter solstice because that means from here on out, every day that sunrise gets earlier and earlier until on the time where I do most of my jogs. I'm going to see it and then I'm going to have daylight. It's going to be awesome because I really enjoyed jogging in the summertime. So it's all positive. It's all on the way up from here. Have a good one, everyone. Well, good morning. Good morning. It's Boxing Day today, so I had a little break over Christmas, but I'm back and we've got some lovely sunrises going on over there. And today, people up in the northeast do something called the Boxing Day dip. Sorry, a bit out of breath from jogging there. The Boxing Day dip. If not heard of that, what these crazy people do is they go into the freezing cold North Sea, wearing death costumes or whatever, and then they come back. And it's all for charity, and so it's all for a good cause. So fair play to all of those doing the Boxing Day dip. Have a good one. Hopefully you've got friends and family to wrap you in towels afterwards so you don't freeze. And have a good time. And whatever you're doing, have a great day. Lovely sunrise this morning. All right, take care. See you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Whew. Right, a little bit out of breath. My message today is don't wait till New Year's. Okay, there's still a few days left before New Year's Eve, and waiting till New Year's is pointless. If you've got some kind of goal, some kind of achievement, something you want to do, I challenge you, start it now, do it now. Make at least a start before New Year's, not a New Year's resolution, but just make a start. Why am I saying this? There's nothing wrong with New Year's resolutions, but just, in my opinion, I think they're weak. I think they're much harder to follow than just setting a goal at some random time and saying, right, I'm going to do this thing. In my mind, I'm going to do it. Now, if you want to make a New Year's resolution, great. Go for it. I hope you achieve it. But my little bit of advice today would be start now. Don't wait till New Year's. Don't wait till then. You know, if you've got a few days left, if you've got something you want to do and you haven't started yet, okay, make that start before New Year's. And I think you'll be much more likely to actually achieve it than if you wait and make it a New Year's resolution. That's just my 2 penny worth. Anyway, it's a nice morning. It's a bit earlier, so it's just pitch black. But whatever you're doing today, go out and have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning, and happy New Year's Eve. Well, it's very cold where I am today, but the good thing about that and the clear skies and the coldness means that pre-sunrise sky is looking pretty great. It probably doesn't come across on camera, but it's really cool. So yeah, last day of the year to start something before New Year's. If you want to really push yourself and do something, make a start today. Do something now, even if it's something very small. Just make a start. But if that's not you, if you're going to make a New Year's resolution, okay, good luck to you. All the best. I hope you achieve it. And if you're just happy with life and you don't have any particular goals, well, I hope you have a great year. I hope 2026 is even better than 2025. One last look at that sky. Yeah, not sure how that'll come across on camera, but whatever you are doing today, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Good morning, and happy 2026. First day of the new year, and first run of the new year. For anybody who's been watching my channel, you know I've been doing this since about July. But yeah, my predictions for 2026, or should I say expectations rather than predictions. So I have lost weight. What I'm doing is working. So if I carry on being this consistent, I think by the end of the year, by the end of 2026, I should be getting pretty close body-wise to how I want to look. Maybe that's too soon. I don't know. A year and a half doing this, maybe. But I'll definitely be a lot closer than I am now. Like I say, yeah, I'm already seeing the differences, so it's well worth it if you set your mind to do something. And it doesn't have to be physical fitness, and whatever it is that you're into, whether you want to create something, a piece of artwork, a song, an album, a book, just be better at your job, whatever it is. Yeah, dedicate some time to it if you can in the morning or whatever works for you. So I would encourage you, 2026, by the end of it, have some expectations that things will be even better. Okay, that's it. Have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Well, you may have noticed I've been on a little break, and it was a forced break. It wasn't my idea. So, in life, circumstances happen, and as cars go by, those circumstances derail our plans. For me, there was quite a lot of snow and ice around. That in itself shouldn't have been too much of a hindrance, but it was more my washing machine decided to go kaboom and blow up. So yeah, the bearings on the washing machine completely shredded themselves. So it wasn't really a good idea for me to carry on jogging and making my clothes all sweaty and horrible when I didn't have any kind of means of washing them. So I had to wait a few days for the washing machine to turn up. Today's jog, a bit of a mixture of jogging like this and some walking because of the ice. So that's another one of the things that has hindered me a little bit. But yeah, it could have been all too easy with me having a few days off jogging to just sort of get used to that, or the mindset of, I'll just take a little bit of a longer break. But no, I can't do that. So this is my first opportunity to get back on it, and back on it feels good. I've just got to take it a little bit slower on some of the paths that are more icy. This bit's good, this bit's grass, so I can jog on this bit. So whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Snowy again this morning. Cool. But yeah, don't ever let that stop you. So yeah, it's pretty fresh. But I've seen the weather forecast, and where I live it is supposed to get a bit warmer next week, so that'd be nice. Less slippy when I'm jogging. A little tip, if you're able to, depends where you're jogging, but if it's snowy and icy on the paths, often the main roads themselves are a lot grippier, but obviously don't venture near them if there's lots of cars. Where I'm running early in the morning, there's hardly anything around, so I can see traffic coming, I can get off the road. Yeah. Don't put yourself in danger, I'm not saying that, but at the same time try to find the best route for you that's not going to be treacherous, dangerous, don't want anyone breaking any hips or anything like that. That's it, that's my little thought for today. It was just more of a weather update really. Yeah, don't let the cold ever stop you if you've got your goal, your fitness goal, and you're doing jogging or running. Yeah, I know it sucks sometimes, but you feel that much more rewarded once you get back in home, nice hot shower, and you think, yeah, I'm glad I did that. So, whatever you do, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, this morning I was just listening to some music on YouTube, just had it on sort of random play, and came across an old one. You'll remember Rebecca Black and the song Friday. Anybody here remember that one? Well, at the time, I remember she got mercilessly bullied, internet bullied, just mercilessly. And she was a kid at the time. She was only like a young teenager, and which I thought was really harsh. You know, she was putting herself out there, having a go. People were mocking her voice was quite nasally in the song, and the lyrics they were mocking and stuff like that. But what I like about Rebecca Black, and where I draw inspiration from her here, is that despite that massive amount of bullying, you know, she could have just given up and said, all right, this isn't going to happen for me, I'm just going to get mocked. But she didn't. She carried on, and she worked on herself, and she worked on her singing. And a few years later, her voice isn't nasally anymore. She was producing some excellent songs. There's a song called The Great Divide, which is actually really good, and Heart Full of Scars is pretty good. And so I just took her as a bit of an inspiration, really, that it doesn't matter how, I don't know if her video was the most disliked video that year or something, that Friday song. I actually quite like it, guilty pleasure. But yeah, I felt it was awful what they did to that kid. And thankfully, I think overall it's made her stronger, because she didn't let it defeat her. She could have very easily thrown it in the towel and gone, that's it, singing's not going to be for me. I'm done now because of what's happened here. Oh, hang on, just need to jog past this car going to come. There we go, just getting past there. So yeah, strange place to find inspiration maybe, but Rebecca Black, if you remember that one, I do, and every time I hear that song, I think of it as inspiration. That's what I take from it. So that's my thought for today. Have a good one, whatever you're doing. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Oh, it's a frosty one this morning. Very fresh. Wakes you up though. I am. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those spring mornings. They should be good. So yeah, nothing much to talk about today, apart from I got a couple of little extra goodies. Ordered myself some goodies for my runs, for my jogs. So first thing, somebody had given me a hint that when it's cold like this, it's good to put a fair bit of lip balm on, protect your lips so you don't feel runner's cold mouth. So I'll give that a go. Unfortunately, I just went for something cheap, and it seems to have like a tint to it. I don't know if it's a kid's one or what, but it's kind of made my lips a bit pink. So yeah, that's kind of funny. That'll get showered off later, but yeah, not what I was going for. And the other thing is just a new long sleeve top, because I posted on my YouTube, I posted the pictures of the old one totally falling to bits under the armpits. I'm guessing that's from the friction of running. I mean, it is a very old long sleeve t-shirt anyway, but so yeah, both things didn't break the bank, maybe £9 something for the two things together. So yeah, I don't have big outgoings on a fancy gym membership or anything like that, so that'll do me. That's all I need, just some clothing to go jogging in, and of course the running shoes, they were only £18, so you can do it on a budget, you know, if you want to lose weight. It's just all about discipline and getting out there. Okay everyone, whatever you're doing today, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Coming at you from the fog and the mist today. A little bit misty. And yeah, keep going is my message today. Keep going. Not sure why today, but I've done a fair bit more walking than jogging. Body just isn't feeling it. I'm not sure why. But just, yeah, if you're having days like that where you just feel like, just keep going. That's my advice, is just keep going. Just go and do it anyway. Because, all right, I've done a little bit more walking, but I'm still burning calories. It's still working. I'm still on my way to my goal, my weight loss. And yeah, so there may be days where you just don't feel it. Might be a lot of days where you just don't feel it, but keep going, and it'll be worth it. That's my little thought for the day. Okay, whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Well, I have a morning off work, so I've got some daylight jogging today, and I'm back here at these tunnels. It's been a while, so there's some little bits of rubbish starting to build up, so not on my watch. I'm going to bag them up, bin them on the way out, because there's been literally about 100 yards out of here. So yeah, doing this different route. This is like a 5 miler. I quite enjoy this one, so got a rare opportunity, nice sunshine. Well, it's light, let's put it that way. All right, catch you in a bit. All right, so that's done. Not very much actually, just a couple of beer cans. People have been partying in the tunnels again. So yeah, nice and clear. Thankfully they're quite new, so they stay quite clear. And every time I jog here, I'll keep an eye on for everybody. All right, have a good one, whatever you're doing today. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. I wanted to share today with you a source of my amusement over the last few days. And that is, I don't know if it'll come across on camera, but over there in the distance, can you see kind of like an orange light glow in the sky? Might not come across on camera. What that is the football stadium, the Stadium of Light. They're doing something, I think it's something to do with the grass. They're using some kind of special lights to make the grass grow better or something. I'll have to check that out, right? So let me know in the comments if you know, but that's, I think that's what it's all about. But because it's interesting and it's mysterious kind of light in the north from where we are here, people on Facebook and stuff are like, what's up with these weird lights? What's going on? Everyone joking and all sorts of jokes from UFOs to everything else. But yeah, so there is a plain and simple explanation for it. Not quite as exciting as UFOs and stuff. But yeah, it's just a source of my amusement when people keep on coming up on places like Facebook and baffled what this light is. So there you know, it's just the lights at the stadium. Nothing that interesting, unfortunately. Anyway, nice morning, a little bit fresh, a little bit of rain, but that's kind of quite nice for the jog this morning. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Might notice something a little bit different about me this morning. Headphones. Now, I'm usually wearing some, but those little ones. So the story behind these is my daughter's headphones broke, so she wanted to borrow mine to go to college, which left me with my youngest daughter's, which are nice and bright pink. So yeah, not my usual style, but hey, they work, whatever works, you know. So, it's a bit windy. I don't know if you'll even hear me this morning, but windy's okay, I can deal with that. It's just ice that makes it hard to run. So yeah, whatever you're doing, it's a windy one where you are. Have a good day, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Well, it nearly didn't happen this morning. It was just very cold in the house. Now, ordinarily that doesn't bother me, but my body just didn't feel like wanting to move. So I just made myself had to take 5 minutes to sit downstairs with my back to a radiator just to get enough warmth in my body. To say, yeah, no, come on, you've already gotten up, done the hard bit, let's get out there and go for your jog. But yeah, it's strange sometimes how close your mind can come to trying to tell you to try and stop you. I thought that was crazy, but yeah, just a bit cold. So I don't know if that's ever sort of making you have second thoughts about going out and doing whatever you want to do, whatever your goal is. Yeah, just have words with yourself for those 5 minutes to switch back on and tell yourself why you're doing things. Because if the why is big enough, you'll get on and do the thing, you know. So yeah, I'm already past the hardest part of my jog. Most of it's downhill from here, so it's all good. And yeah, out here it's actually not that cold. Very bizarre. I don't know why my house was so cold, but hey, it's the way it is. So whatever you're doing today, have a good one. Work hard at whatever you're working on, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good evening. Well, I missed my run this morning, and it could have been all too easy just to sack it off and say, oh well, I missed it, just wait for the next one. But decided no, I'm going to make the effort. I'm going to just have an after work jog. And the only thing I would say about this is it might seem quite daunting if you're thinking of doing a jog after work, thinking, oh, I'm already going to be tired from work. I guess my advice would be it's probably easier before you've had an evening meal. So sorry, just checking the road. Yeah, so I've not had an evening meal yet, so that's probably making it a bit easier to do that when I get back. I can imagine that would be a bit more of a struggle. But yeah, whatever you're doing, if you do exercise, don't beat yourself up, obviously, if you miss a day or two, just get back on it when you can. But for me today, I thought, no, I'm going to make it up, I'll just go after work. It's a bit of an unusual time, there's a bit more stuff around, people, cars, but it's all good. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning from a very misty Sunderland today. Now this morning my body was achy, but for no apparent reason, no good reason. You know, there's been a couple of days between my last run and this one. I should be fine. But yeah, sometimes these things happen. Yeah, weird. But I guess if you ever have a day like that, if you're exercising, your body's feeling achy for no apparent reason. I mean, obviously, if you think there's something wrong, see a doctor and stuff, sure. But for me, there's nothing wrong. It's just achy. Yeah, try to still get on it if you can. I mean, I'm a little bit slower today. I've walked a couple of times, but as long as I get out there and do it, still going to be working on those calories, still going towards my goal of losing the weight. I haven't updated that in a while. I am losing weight still, so that's all good. Still heading in the right direction. Obviously, still way off from where I want to be, but it's all positive if it's heading in the right direction. So, whatever you're doing today, have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning from a very wet United Kingdom. For anybody who's not in England or the UK, yeah, we get a lot of rain sometimes, and 4 days where I am, the weather forecast says 4 days constant rain. But don't let that stop you. I'm out this morning. I was thinking of maybe stopping in and just working a little bit on a screenplay that I'm working on, but bizarrely my body this time was like, no, get out there, you want to run, and I did. So yeah, it's strange. Some days you cannot feel it, some days you feel it. I felt it today, even though it's rainy. It doesn't matter. I need to go out and burn off those calories I want to burn off. So whatever you're doing today, forget the rain, just power through it. You can do it. Have a good day. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good evening. So yeah, I'm doing another nighttime jog, so I missed it this morning. And from this point, I'm about halfway through. You can see in the distance there, can you see that orangey bit? And that's the bit where the stadium lights are going up, but it looks like some kind of volcano. Can you see the orange bit? I don't know how well that'll come out on camera. But yeah, anyway, nothing much really to say, just a change up from the norm instead of a morning run. Again, I'm doing an evening one. They are a little bit harder. I mean, I ate about 2 hours ago, so I thought, it's been a long time, it'll feel all right. But now it still feels like heavy in my stomach, which is odd, because that's 2 hours ago. But yeah, I think I'll definitely try and do the morning ones if I can. They seem to be easier for me. But whatever you do, whatever's best for you, have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Well, as you can see, it's pretty dark. I'm not sure how this will come out on camera, but if we look over there, there is the pre-dawn sunlight, and it is glorious. It's light enough for me to do this route where there's no street lamps and stuff. Again, for the first time in what feels like forever. I don't know, 4 or 5 months, something like that. And yeah, what a lovely day. So that sunrise is going to look awesome in a bit. By the time I finish my jog, it should be just about kind of creeping over, and the sunlight should look great. So yeah, whatever you're getting up to this morning, if you're having an early morning, all power to you, and hope you go for your dreams, work hard, and I will catch you on the next one. Good morning. Well, today I want to talk about patience. Now, it might seem odd coming from me. Sometimes I'm the most impatient man in the world when it comes to wanting to achieve things. But I'll just show you the sunrise first. Well, it's not quite there yet, nearly there. Beautiful morning. Yeah, there's a few projects that I've sort of entered into where there's dates I'm going to have to wait to see whether or not I've advanced to the next level. Some things about 3 months away, some about 6 months away. Other things that I want to, like competitions that I want to enter with some of the stuff I've worked on, where I'm going to have to wait for the finance for that to enter and stuff like that. So yeah, sometimes in life you're forced to be patient. And I'll admit it's hard. I'm the kind of person that, like, I get an idea in my head, I run with something, I work on it, I want it done, I want it finished, I want to see if it goes somewhere. And yeah, but life isn't like that. So to anybody out there, if you're patiently having to wait for something, or you're in a situation where you want something to happen or you want to achieve something, but you know you're going to have to wait months and months, yeah, I feel you. Stick in there, stay positive. All we can do is just stay patient. Easier said than done. That's my thought for today. Anyway, whatever you're doing, have a good one. I will catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. So, yep, lovely. The sun has risen, although I can't see it. It's behind a cloud somewhere. And I have very pink lips this morning. That's because I said a while back I bought some cheap lip salve just for the early mornings when it's cold to try and stop my lips from cracking. I didn't realise though that it didn't say it on the advertisement, but it makes your lips really pink. But hey, it's early in the morning, I don't care. I get a shower when I get home, that'll come off. But what am I rambling about? Not much today, just it's a good day. Spring feels like it's finally springing. And so yeah, whatever you're doing, hopefully this earlier in the day, this sunlight coming through is a motivation for you for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So that's it. Have a good one, whatever you're doing. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Oh, from a massive stitch. I haven't had one of those for a while, or only tiny ones. That's a big one. I don't know. Again, it's colder air this morning. Is that something to do with it? If you know what causes stitches, other than lack of oxygen or dehydration or whatever, please let me know. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm going to have to walk this bit out a bit till it goes. Yeah, they kind of interrupt you when you're in the middle of a jog. But life is full of interruptions. Dealing with plenty of things in the background in my own life right now. I'm sure you are too. So, but yeah, whatever issues, problems, issues you're dealing with, if you do anything like exercise or going for a jog, the good thing is it does give you an escape for a bit. That's the time where you can just leave that out of your mind, just concentrate on what you're doing and listen to some music or a motivational video, a podcast, something educational, whatever you want, you know. That's it for today. Whew. Okay, stitch is pretty much gone, that's good. I can start jogging again. So whatever you're doing, have a good day. Catch you on the next one. Good morning. And it's definitely sunrise kind of era now we're coming into on these early runs. So yeah, that was only a week or so ago. That was a bit further down over the horizon. There's some cloud covering it, so I can't fully tell what I would be seeing if there was no cloud, but hey, next few days I'm sure I'll have some nice views. Unless we get wall-to-wall cloud for a week, but we'll see. Anyway, have a good one, whatever you're doing. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, I had to stop again just to give you a quick update. Check that out. I don't know how well that'll come out on camera. Can I zoom? Oh, it won't let me zoom on this mode. But yeah, wasn't quite expecting it to be that glorious. Good morning, everybody. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good evening. Good evening. Well, I think this is the first time since I started last July that I've got a full week without a run. It was like a full week ago. Yeah, it feels bad. Lots going on just in life, you know, dealing with things to do with elderly parents, bureaucracy, or everything that entails. Frustrations of trying to deal with bureaucracy from another country as well. These things tend to try us, but I was determined to get out tonight because obviously I missed the morning, just to at least do some jogging, some running. So not quite the full length I usually run, but I feel better for having done something. Quite close to home now, probably about another half mile. So yeah, if you have a time where you miss out on your regular exercise or things that you're doing, don't worry about it. Just crack on next moment you can. That's my advice. Anyway, whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. A rare daytime jog for me today, which is quite nice. A little bit different. And yeah, my lesson today is you live and learn. Unfortunately, I tend to do this the wrong way around. So one of the things I'm working on in the background in my life is screenplays. Trying to write a movie screenplay, converting it from some other stuff that I've written. And me being the idiot that I am, I completed it, looked good to me, submitted it to a few competitions. These ones where you pay an entry fee. And then I've got a printout of it. I'm going through to see, is there anything I can improve? Can I tidy it up? And I'm finding so many little blunders and things. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is just going to get totally thrown out. No chance in the competitions that I've already entered. So I'm going to have to write that off. But I'm not a defeatist. I'm an optimist. So I'll take that as a way to move forward, improve, get it where it should be. And then submit. There's something else you can submit to. It's not quite a competition where you actually get notes back from professional readers for screenplays. So I think that's my next step. See, you know, at that level, what stage is that, how I can improve more. And yeah, you live and learn. But I'm just one of those people, I get into a project, I want to get it done, I want to crack on. And that's how I kind of learn. I do get it wrong, do start to improve. I'm not one of these that can just analyse forever and then try and do a perfect thing. It doesn't really work that way for me. You might be different. Everyone has their own approach. But yeah, live and learn. So I'm feeling like a little bit of an idiot, but I guess that's how we grow, that's how we learn. All right, whatever you're doing, have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, it's a daytime jog today, so I'm back at one of my favourite places. The sun's glaring off the screen, so I can't see what that's capturing. But yeah, we're here at the cliffs, the cliff edge route on the coast. And yeah, I haven't always been putting so many videos. I have still been jogging in the background, but just at the moment, my work life and home life is just so busy. I haven't really got anything really profound to say. But other than just, yeah, you might not always see me on videos, but I am still working in the background, still losing the weight. It's working. This July, I think, will be 1 year since I started doing the jogs. So yeah, thankfully I've stuck it out so far. It wasn't just a flash in a pan or a fad. And whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, I wish you all the best, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good evening. Good evening. So yeah, not morning today, evening. Sunset's going to go out here somewhere. There's some really nice views up here today. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. Some rain in the distance. Clouds looking kind of moody. Yeah, nice atmosphere. Again, nothing particular to talk about today. Just lots of stuff going on in my personal life. Trying to deal with family members, helping a family member who's been scammed out of some money, and trying to sort all that kind of stuff out. But yeah, life. But yeah, whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, I wish you all the best. I'm currently working on some screenplays. It's a dream of mine to write movies, so hopefully one day the movie that I've written will become an actual movie. Just to let you know a little bit about my personal goals. Other than the weight loss, obviously I'm categorying. That's not a word, is it? Logging with these videos, about my weight loss journey. So that's going slowly. Yes, slowly but surely. Because yeah, it's got a routine I'm sticking to. Not overdoing it. I could do better on the eating. I could make changes there to speed up the process. And yeah, if I properly have words with myself, I should do that. So that's something I'll think about. But at least it's working, and that's the thing. I'm in it for the long haul. Started last July. We'll see what I'm looking like by this July. Yeah, hopefully a bit more weight loss than where I am now. But it's all going in the right direction. I'm rambling too much for this video, so catch you all on the next one. Have a good one. See you later. Well, good morning. Good morning. Back to the morning runs. And somewhere behind there is sunrise somewhere, but it's behind the clouds. Actually, I don't know if it would be quite above the horizon yet. It's certainly very light. So something to hopefully look forward to on the rest of the run on the way around. As I'm facing back that way, you never know, I might see something poking through the clouds. That would be nice. But yeah, nothing much to update. Just I think it's been almost a full week since this jog, so yeah, life had been crazy busy, but I think I've got a handle on some of that stuff. So hopefully I'll be back to the regular jogs, and yeah, start making sure I keep losing the weight and don't start putting any back on. Okay, that's it. No really inspirational words this morning, just to check in and say, yeah, I'm still here, I'm still jogging, still cracking on, sticking with it. So whatever you're sticking with, keep going. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good evening. Good evening. So a little bit of a switch up here, one of my favourite routes on the cliffs. But you'll notice there's no sunrise because it's now the time of year where I can do it at sunset. Yeah, just going out for a evening run, and a little bit different. In fact, the sun over there, I didn't realise before over there just how many wind turbines there are. In the morning light, I guess it kind of blended into the background and invisible. But yeah, so we've just had Storm Dave has been and passed. Thankfully, not been any damage here that I know of in this area. It was pretty windy, but not too much damage. I think up north they got it worse in Scotland. All I can say is I'm glad I'm not working on home insurance claims anymore, because it's going to be busy after this weekend. Some people love me this time. Right. But yeah, nice views. Whatever you're doing, if you're doing exercise, if you're out for a run, jog, all nice to you. Achieve your weight loss goals, whatever you're doing. So I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. See you next time. Well, good evening. Good evening. Well, this week certainly feels like a grind. Out of work, lots of stuff going on in the background I have to work on after work. So yeah, no morning run, but it's sort of sunset. You can kind of see the colours in the sky. Sunset over there somewhere. And yeah, thankfully it's a good time of year for it. So whatever you're doing, whatever your dreams are, all the best to you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I'm back to one of my favourite little tunnels. I've gone through the first one, and even though I haven't been in for a while, thankfully there's no rubbish. This is the second one. So let's check it out. I've got a bag just in case. But these do seem to still stay quite clear, which is rare these days. So far, so good. Not seeing any rubbish. There used to always be like cider cans, beer cans, that kind of stuff. People having a party in here. Here we go. One little. I'm blinded by the sun now. One little fountain can and a bottle over there. Okay, cool. Right, I'll grab them, put them on bin, and carry on with my jog. So yeah, nice day off. So I'm having a morning jog. It's nice, just doing a slightly different route today. Slightly shorter one, but just because I've got things to do. But yeah, whatever you're doing, if you go out for morning exercise or if you're working on something, working late, whatever it is that you're doing, okay, keep on it, stick to it, be strong, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, this morning I want to talk about success after having setbacks. So I'm in a position where I've had a bit of a setback with something that I'm working on. Worked on something for a while, got it to a place that I thought was pretty good, put it in for a professional review and got a mediocre result. So that hit me pretty hard, I'm not going to lie. But I've heard it said that life is about 10% what happens to us, and the other 90% is how we respond to it, how we react and what we do in response. So not going to take it personally, going to take the constructive criticism, try and improve the thing I was working on, work on some new stuff as well. But it is hard. But thinking about success, I think pretty much anybody that's done anything successful has hit hard before. It's life. Nobody just sort of sails into something and it just is successful straight away. Very rarely. Very rarely. It's not the norm. So, whatever you're working on, if you had setbacks, keep going, stay strong, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. So, another early morning run. And yeah, it can feel pretty hard getting up. But once you're out here, man, it's glorious, this place. Down here, we've even got a very rare traffic cone fish. I don't know if you can see that. They're very rare. But no, apart from the traffic cone, it is pretty nice here, actually. So it's actually a day off. But my advice is if you've got a day off and you've got lots to do or you've got things you want to achieve, like goals, whether it be exercise, anything that you're working on, just get up that little bit earlier and you get extra day, you get extra time off, whether you go for a run in the morning or just get up and make a coffee and then start working on something. That would be my advice. Try it out on the day off. Don't have a lay in. Try an early morning and just see how it feels. I'd say it feels pretty great to have extra time off. Anyway, that's my thought for that's my thought for today. Okay, whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I made a bit of a mistake this morning. I meant to get up for a jog and promptly fell back asleep, which is not good. But then I had a weird dream that I was actually jogging and then woke up and found I hadn't been jogging, so that's a bit of a downer. So for my first time, I am going for a jog mid-work. Got a bit of a break in between work, so I can go for a shorter run, have a quick shower and then get back to work. Yeah, so it's rare, but it means I can come to one of my favourite spots, the cliff top route, but only doing about half of it because I've got that long. Got to be quick, get back, have a shower. But yeah, so don't beat yourself up if you miss something, when you're working on something academic or something physical, like workout, whatever you do, don't beat yourself up if you miss something. Just get back on it when you can, okay? That's my message for today. Catch you all on the next one. Well, good morning from a very misty hills, and moo. Got some pals there. So yeah, it's very misty this morning, and it's rare that I'm doing morning runs at the moment because I've been stupidly burning the candle at both ends, like staying up stupid late doing things like 1:30 in the morning, and then sometimes my body in the morning is just like nope, no jog. So when that happens, I'm trying to go in the evening instead, try not to fall out of a routine, at least do some jogging in a week. Usually 2 or 3 times a week is what I do. Well, I know some people do like every day. I don't think my body is quite ready for that. But yeah, so it's a good, nice morning, early morning. So whatever you're doing today, get up, get at it. I hope you have a good day. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. and welcome to Horsey Hill. Horses over there. I don't know if you can see through here, there's a sea over there, big chimney stack thing, sunrise. Yeah, it's a nice morning, although I'm struggling this morning. Sorry, I'm struggling to say words properly. I've hit hard again a little bit in terms of like motivation. But if you're doing something like this and trying to lose weight or whatever it is you're trying to do, you have to be able to sort of like decide over your feelings and just sort of stick with discipline rather than sort of motivation. So, and just make a start. Just keep doing what you set your mind to do. So, for example, I set out today, not really feeling it, but just started off gentle jogging, and then before you know it, a few minutes in, starting to feel like it should again. And it's like, yeah, okay, I'm glad I came out. So it's always the starting that can be hard with any project or anything you're doing. It's easy to get bogged down in the middle and just stop. So that's where your mindset has to take over. Discipline over your feelings, over motivation. Discipline is stronger. And then the motivation comes back. So that'd be my little bit of advice for today is, just make that start on what you're doing. Even if it's a slow start, just keep going at it. And eventually your motivation and feelings, they come rising back up. Okay, that's it. Have a nice day. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. And it's a rare bank holiday. And often I'm working those as well, but not today. So I'm starting the day right. It's still early, although the sun's quite high. Time of year it is. It's it's still early. But I like that. There's hardly anybody around. There's literally nobody around. And I love it. I love that. So I'm glad I pushed myself to get up early and do this. It's always worth it. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's going to be, but it always is. And so I get extra day today, I guess. Although it's going to be tied up trying to fix an old car, but that's life. So whatever you're doing today, get up, get at it. I hope you have a good one. Have a great bank holiday weekend. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I'm kind of burning the candle at both ends at the moment. Like last night, 5 hours sleep, which I guess to some people would be a lot of sleep. So I did find it hard to get up for the jog this morning, and got to admit, the first part of it was mostly walking. But with that sunrise there, well, I don't know if I can get that on camera, it's definitely making it feel more worth it. This time of year, sunrise is 5 a.m. or something. So yeah, it's definitely helping. What am I going to say today? Nothing much, just it's worth it, even if you're doing early mornings or just getting 5 hours of sleep a night or something for a bit. Those sacrifices are worth it if you've got an end goal. And I've got several end goals for different projects and things, one of which being my weight loss and fitness. I want to obviously look a certain way and lose some of the weight, which is happening. It's working just very slowly for me because I could be better at other things, but at least I'm being consistent on the exercise, on the jogging, sit-ups, press-ups, that kind of stuff. And it can be hard because it takes a long time to see results usually, especially with exercise. You've got to be consistent. And to start with, you think, I can barely see any difference. Is this worth it? It is worth it. Keep going, because you do then start to see the results. Just takes time. I mean, I'm coming up this summer. It'll be a full year of doing these jogs about 2 or 3 times a week. And still enjoying it. Although, it can be hard if you're burning the candle at both ends like I am at the moment. But I'll keep going and see how long that goes. But until the projects are done, until I'm done, that's when I'll finish. And then I'll probably move on to the next one. I don't know, can't help myself. But whatever you're working on, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Good morning. From kind of a rather wet, sort of rainy morning this morning. And so sometimes the weather does change your plans. Like today, this morning, I was going to work on an old car, trying to fix a fault, changing some parts over, but the rain, because I haven't got a workshop inside, I've only got outside space. That's going to mean I have to do that another time. But when it comes to jogging, exercise, absolutely, rain should not stop you. Don't let the weather stop you. I think the worst conditions I ran in was freezing cold, snowing, coming in, hitting in my face, getting absolutely drenched on the front with snow. But because I was running, it doesn't really matter, body heat and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to let weather be an excuse for me not to get up and do my exercises. So at the moment, there's a small lull in the rain, so it's actually not that bad. weather forecast said it was going to be tipping it down. But yeah, so some plans may change. I can't do the car repair today, or it wouldn't be wise to, with the trying to fit parts in the rain. Might wreck the parts that I'm doing because they're electric. But yeah, exercise, just get on it. Yeah, don't let the weather stop you. If it's bad weather, do it anyway. Okay, see you on the next one. Have a good one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, do you like the new headphones? I don't. I picked these up cheap. They were on a deal in Asda for like 12 quid. I don't know, £11.80 or whatever it was. Pretty cheap, right? And I think they were cheap for a reason. They're already broke. They seem to work at home. Tested them out for about half an hour and I thought, oh nice, yeah, they sound pretty good. I think it was even less than that, 10 minutes, I don't know. And stupid me then thought that means, yeah, they seem like they should be good. Go out for a jog this morning, 2 minutes up the road, just keeps disconnecting. It's not the battery, that's full. It says it's connecting and then it cuts out like about a second later and you have to switch it back on. It says it's got 100% battery, cuts out. Brilliant. So yeah, that's life, you know, things break. It's just annoying when it's a brand new thing and it's still broken. So now I've got to, I guess, see if I've somewhere where I've kept the receipt. I don't know if I've got it. And then I've got to dig the box out of the recycling if I've got the receipt. See, is this car coming this way? No, I'm okay, I'm good to cross the road. Yeah, so that's not very nice. It might be £12 just down the toilet, but I guess that's life. These things happen. And that's small on the grand scheme of things, you know. There are some people make mistakes and lose thousands of pounds, so hey, it could be worse. But so I'm going to stop my jog. I'm jogging to the sound of my own footsteps this morning, but it's all good. I'm going to crack on again in a minute, do the last bit. I'm about halfway through. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. And it's new headphones 2.0. These ones actually work, which is good. Yeah, managed to return the other ones. Thankfully, I did find the receipt. Got some working ones. So, yeah, it's early morning again. At this time of year, sunrise is like, I don't know, like 5 a.m. or something. I'm not up quite that early, not yet. But yeah, it's nice. I always like being up when there's nobody around. Kind of like the solitude. It's very rare that I meet anybody when I'm running at this time. People on the road, yes, but hardly any walkers or dog walkers and stuff at this time. I'm rambling. Yeah, so I had to go at fixing the old car that I mentioned the other day. Changed the ABS sensors. Unfortunately, fault's still there. So I think that means it might be the reluctant rings. I'm going to have to try and give them a clean up. That's a little bit of a faff to get to. And worst case scenario is if I have to change them, that is a monumental faff for me trying to fit that in schedule-wise because it's my wife's car. But also the time it takes to do it and the amount of sunlight that I have when I'm not working. So I don't know, it might be the end of the car because I haven't got that long till the MOT. The joys of life, the joys of owning cars. Yeah, if you've got one, you'll know. It's pain, but it's all pain. You just got to crack on. Anyway, I need to get back on with my run. Whatever you're doing, you have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, today's jog is to clear my head. Need to clear my head. So, yeah, I just got up early again this morning, about 5 o'clock, to work on that old car, try to fix the rusty reluctant rings for the ABS. No joy after trying all sorts of different things. And yeah, so I'm going to have to, unfortunately, do the awkward thing and actually change the rings, which is a whole lot of fighting with an old car to try and release the front drive shaft to get access. Joy of joys. Such is life. So yeah, so after that disappointment this morning, because I thought I might be able to resolve it, it's good to clear your head. So a good jog, good run. I'm about halfway through, I need to crack on. But yeah, just takes your mind off things. You just focus on the running. So yeah, if you're having a bad time, I would suggest maybe have a run, try and clear your head. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. From a nice sunny morning today. Well, my little topic today is, can I do it? Can you do it? Tomorrow is the crunch time for me with tomorrow morning. I've got a small window of opportunity to try and fix my wife's car. And I'm not going to lie, a little bit nervous because I don't know if I can do what I need to do within that time until I try. I don't know how awkward the certain parts are going to be to remove to get to where I need to get to in the car, how long it's going to take me, whether I'm going to have to spray it with a hammer all over, get the blowtorch on it, all that kind of stuff. That's probably all likely. But I was just thinking there, yeah, okay, I don't know if I can do it or not. But that's a good metaphor for life, is until you try, unless you try, yeah, you don't know. You might not know whether you can do whatever it is you're dreaming for, whether you can achieve what you're dreaming for. But hey, you ain't gonna know unless you give it a try. And in the trying, you learn and you grow and you get better. And okay, I might try tomorrow, I may fail, I might have to put the car back together as it is in time for her to use it. But I'll learn something, and I'll probably learn a quicker way to do it the next time. So although I've only got a certain number of days to get it ready for its MOT, I think it's going to be worthwhile, whether I succeed in getting the thing fixed the first time or whether it sets me back. I'll treat it as a lesson. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about whether I can get it all sorted tomorrow, but at the end of the day, whether or not I do or don't, I need to try, and in that process, I'll learn more. So yep, that's my little thought for today. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. There's some nice sun there somewhere. It'll poke out in a minute. All right, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I tried, like my last video said, I was going to give it a try, and I won. I beat the odds. For those who didn't see, I was working on my wife's old car, trying to get it fixed. It had an ABS fault, and it was a bit beyond my experience with her car. I didn't know if I could actually do what I needed to do. But yeah, I fought with it, and I won. I tried, and I won. Because at the end of the day, it was going to fail its MOT, so I had to try something. I did have to invest in a decent breaker bar. Blowtorch alone didn't get that one nut shifted that didn't want to move. But yeah, it worked. So it was worth the effort. It was worth the try. And that's what I was trying to get over last time, is if you try and fail, okay, well, at least you learn something. At least you give it a go. If you don't try, you'll never know. And you'll always be thinking, oh, could I have done that? Could I have fixed that? You know, that particular fault could have been the end of that old car, but now it's sorted. So hopefully it passes its MOT. We'll see that, cross that bridge when we get there, and see if there's anything else that he's doing. But yeah, I tried, I won. So whatever you think of trying, yeah, have some confidence, give it a try. And if you don't achieve it, at least you'll learn something along the way. Okay, that's it. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. And look at this. Suddenly good weather in England. It's almost unheard of. It was so strange. It came on so suddenly because we were having sort of bad weather for a while. Just the winter seemed to drag on, and then all of a sudden it switched to the temperatures we usually get. Like, yeah, yesterday for us was roasting, and now it's like, what, 6:30 in the morning? Sun's up. Feels really, really hot. So, yeah, that's something new to get used to for doing the jogging. It's been nearly a year since I felt this kind of heat jogging, but yeah, it's worth it. And it's just, wow, look at this. Nobody about. Beautiful days. Good motivation to get up. And whatever you're doing, whatever your plans are for today, I hope you have a great one. Nice sunny one, hopefully. And I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. The poppies are starting to come out. And yeah, back at it, back on it. I've just recently finished a project that I've been working on for quite a while, many months. And for any of you out there working on anything, whether it be, I don't know, a song, a book, a piece of artwork, whatever it is, you'll probably know this already, but that's a great feeling once you've actually finally finished a project that you've been working on for a while. Whew. So, yeah, quite elated this morning. It's always good to finish something you've been on for a while. And so the hours on that, though, did take away a little bit from the jogging. There's maybe an extra day or so where I wanted to be out running and I wasn't. So back on it this morning. It's nice. There's a little bit of rain threatening in the air, but sometimes when you're hot from running, a little bit of rain is actually quite welcome. So yeah, nothing much to say this morning, really. Just whatever you're working on. If you're on a project, keep going, and remember, you'll get that feeling that once you've completed it, that sense of achievement, that sort of little bit of euphoric feeling. It's always good. But on to the next one. More projects, more things to work on, and yeah, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, spotted something on my jog this morning. The statue that went over in the storm, or I should say the replacement statue that went over in the storm a while back, looks like somebody has replaced it. You can see that on the camera. I'll go get closer. Get it on camera. Can you see it there? There you go. Pit pony statue is back. Nice. Okay, just something I saw on my jog this morning. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, my message today is get straight back on it, get back into it. So yeah, I just recently finished a project, which is great. But that didn't mean I stopped. It means the next day, when I got up early, I started working on something else I'm working on, which is a movie script, which I've nearly finished. Probably got about another 10 pages of that to write. Then I'll come all the editing and checking with people in the know whether it's any good, what I need to tweak, all that kind of stuff. Yep, the work keeps going on. Man, what a glorious morning. Again, nice and early. Nothing hardly much about today because it's that time of year. I love this. Makes me forget the winter. But you know what? The winter wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Last winter was my first winter doing sort of jogging and running. And yeah, although some mornings were tough, it wasn't that tough. You know, it's doable. It's always doable. So it's a choice. You have a choice to make. And if you've got something you're working on or you want to achieve, you can choose to do it. You can. So that's my little message of encouragement this morning. Whatever you're doing, have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, it might look reasonable this morning, but we've got cold again in June. Welcome to the UK. Welcome to English weather. It's bizarre. We had some really hot days, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago back, and then it suddenly dips. It feels like getting up in winter again this morning. I'm all bundled up. But yeah, it's not going to stop me from going for my jog. And my brain nearly did when I first woke up. It was like, nah, give it a miss this morning. Get up instead and just work on your script, stay in the house. And I have to tell those voices to shut up because today is an exercise morning. And sometimes you just got to tell your own brain to shut up. It's amazing the things your brain will try and tell you and try and convince you not to do, things that you should do. And yeah, it takes some discipline. It's a hard thing to do, to learn, to tell your own self to shut up, but you've got to do it sometimes. So whatever you're doing this morning, whatever you need to tell your own brain to shut up about, yep, get onto that, tell it to shut up, and get on with your day. All right, catch you on the next one. Have a good one. See you next time. Good morning. Good morning. And the poppies are out in force today. My wife would be happy. They're her favourites. And yeah, this morning, I don't know why, but I'm not really jogging much. I'm doing a lot more walking. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think maybe my body's just a bit, I don't know, overworked at the moment. Lots of early mornings, lots of work. But I didn't want to not do this. I didn't want to just sort of sack it off and lose a day of the exercise towards the weight loss. So if you're going through something similar, I would say still get out there. And if you have to walk half the route, then have a walk. It's still good. It's still good for your mind. You can clear your thoughts. You can burn some energy. Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm not burning as much as if I was jogging, I guess, but I'm pretty sure maybe it's a bit more walking. I'll step up the pace and start jogging again. I've done a few little bits, but I don't know why. It's I think it happens every now and then. Every now and then my body just gets a little bit run down. But the main thing is just, if you can, still get out there, still do something. And that would be my message for today. A little bit of progress is still progress. You're still heading in the right direction. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, there isn't time enough for a full jog this morning, so I'm just having a nice morning walk at this lovely, beautiful coast. You see the sun kind of in the distance there? Yeah, so I'm just going to have a little walk down, further down here to the beach. There's Riot Beach. I'm actually going to go down to the beach itself today. I don't usually do that when I'm jogging. I don't go that route. But now I haven't got time for a full jog, but I've got time for a walk. So I'm going to do that this morning. Something a little bit different, but you know, still using energy, still useful. So yeah, we'll go and see what we can find on the beach. Well, hello again from a very peaceful and beautiful beach. This is Riot Beach. Can't really see the reflection on the screen. There's this rock over there. I think it has a name to it, but I forget. It's kind of a famous bit of rock here in Riot. But yeah, what a lovely morning. Not my usual pace, a little bit more slowed down, but yeah, it's all good. And it's good for the mind. So if you're able to, I know not everybody is physically able to and everything, but if you're able to get out early in the morning, have a walk, have a jog, whatever it may be, see the beach, if you live near one, then I suggest it. It's good for the mind. Okay, everybody, whatever you're doing, have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good morning. And who do we have here? Hey, pal. And a good morning to you too. Yeah. Nice horsey. A nice little thing to find on my jog. He's happy. It's early morning, having some breakfast, aren't you, pal? Yeah, he's getting up, he's getting at it. Yeah, I don't really have a message as such. I just saw that and thought, hey, what a great start to the day. Yep, going for my jog. Last couple of times I've been doing a little bit more walking. Not quite sure what's up with my body, but I feel a bit more normal now, so I'm getting back into jogging. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to jog on. I'll see you all on the next one. Have a good day. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I'm back at the tunnels. Here they are. And yeah, people have started up with the rubbish again. Even though these tunnels are like almost pristine because they're pretty new. Even if they've got this little planter box thing, I guess so vehicles and stuff can't come through. Somebody's been having a party. Right, so I'm going to clear that up, go to the next tunnel, check that out, head on with my jog. Just out of here, there's a little bin, so that's that dealt with, and then on with the rest of the jog. Okay, whatever you're doing this morning, have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one. So for those who say photographs or it didn't happen, there you go. There was more stuff in that planter thing than I thought. Okay, and here's the bin. In fact, I'm going to have to switch it in. It won't even... Doesn't even fit. Right, okay, get in there. There we go. And then I noticed on the way past the bin, literally what, 5 meters away? Looky here, right? Bottles, tissues, Doritos bag, like 5 meters away. I can't understand just how lazy some people are. It's really weird. But yeah, anyway, if everybody was to do a little bit of this, if you're out for a jog or a walk, if you spot something like this, please, if you can, do your bit. And then, yeah, that's it, all done. Nice. Oh, one last little bit of whatever that is. Thank goodness for gloves. Right, okay, have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good evening. Good evening. Well, I was kicking myself this morning for not getting up early enough for a jog. And so, not going to beat myself up about it, just coming on the evening instead. Now, this time of the year, it doesn't get dark till like, I don't know, gone 10 o'clock or something. So, yeah, it's all good. I can go down this route, one of my favourites. No street lights, no problem. Not in June, no problem at all. So, yeah, I nearly didn't because obviously it's been a busy day. But I thought, no, I can't let it slip. If I want to keep losing weight, get how I want to look how I want to be, I have to be consistent and I have to use discipline over feelings. So, yeah, I know I've said that before, but again, same thought for today. Discipline will beat feelings. You keep with discipline and you'll get to what you want to achieve. So, whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to achieve, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good evening. Good evening. It's sun is going to set in a bit, probably not for about an hour actually at this time of year. And yeah, so I'm doing another evening jog. Been doing a few more of those lately, and usually I do them in the morning. And it just made me think, does it make much of a difference? I mean, in my mind, logically, I'm juicing up calories, going for a jog. It shouldn't really matter if it's the end of the day or the start of the day. But maybe I'm wrong. If you know different, let me know down in the comments. My opinion is it shouldn't really make any difference in terms of weight loss, achieving my goal of how I want my body to look. But am I wrong? Yeah, if you know the answer, I'd love to know. What's the science behind that? Is it better if I jog in the morning or evening? Does it make a difference? Most of mine are in the morning, just that if I do happen to miss one and I don't want to go too many days without jogging, I will go on the evening. Thankfully, this time of year, nice and sunny for a long time. Although I'm lucky where I live, there are routes that are illuminated by streetlights the whole year round. So there's always an option for me to do a nighttime run if I want to. Yeah, at least this way I get some lovely, nice views. Whatever you're working on, you know, hope you get your goals, achieve it, keep going. Yeah, let me know in the comments if there's any difference scientifically between jogging in the morning or in the evening, which one's best. And I'll catch you all on the next one. See ya. Well, good morning. Good morning. And what a glorious one it is. Check it out, sunshine. It's like a summer's day at 6 in the morning. Love this time of year. Anyway, I'm doing more of a walk than a jog this morning. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see when I get about halfway through. I might get the energy to start jogging again. But yeah, I just want to encourage you. It doesn't matter if you're going slowly. If you're going forward, you're making progress. So whatever you're doing, hope you achieve it. Have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I'm kind of in a state of limbo at the moment, a state I really don't like being in, but it's kind of necessary. What it is I've just submitted a movie script that I've written, screenplay, for professional review. And so what I get at the end of that, you have to pay for it, but you get the score and you get notes from professional people in the industry. They'll tell me if they think it's any good, if they think it's rubbish. They'll be brutally honest. They'll tell me what's good, what's bad, what I could change, all that kind of stuff, which is necessary to grow in that field because it's something I'm trying to break into, and it's not easy. There are lots and lots of people that want to write movies. But yeah, the whole being in limbo thing, so that's going to take maybe a week or two before I get that back. And I struggle with that because I'm one of the world's most impatient people. It's the way I am. Something I'm trying to work on, but yeah, that's one of my faults. Not very patient. So I'm in limbo. But that's just one aspect of my life. Something I'm not in limbo about is my exercise. I can do that any day, as long as I'm still healthy, thankfully. Still have working arms and legs. It's a blessing. Not everybody has that. So, yeah, I'm here. Just starting to walk. I'm going to start jogging in a minute. And yeah, I don't know, what's my thought, what's my encouragement? You may be in limbo for a season, but there are always things in your life that you can have control of that don't have to be in limbo. For me, that might be my exercise. I've got a set number of days I like to exercise a week, so I'm trying to keep losing the weight. For you, I don't know what that looks like. It might be working on a project, it might be losing weight the same, it might be something completely different. Whatever it is, try and be consistent with those things where you're not in limbo, and the things where you are in limbo, they're beyond your control. We just have to learn patience, which is easier said than done. But anyway, whatever you're working on, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, today I'm going to talk about you have to be willing to look foolish and not care what people think if they laugh at you, not to care. So my route that I often do, I go past a place where I can do some pull-ups. Usually in the morning there's hardly anybody around, maybe a dog walker or two, and I admit I probably look pretty foolish, especially to start with. I could only do about 2. I was doing an evening run the other evening, and there was a whole bunch of teenagers there in the park where I go past, and I could hear as I went up to the pole, start doing pull-ups, I can hear them laughing, giggling, probably thinking, look at old granddad there. But I don't care. And that's the trick, is not to care. You have to be willing to look foolish, because I am making progress. I've just put up a video how it started and how it's going. Like when I started, I could do maybe about 2 pull-ups, not very good ones. I think in the latest video I was doing, I think it's around 6 or 7. Okay, they're not the best, but it's progress. I'm definitely feeling stronger. I can do them more easily. And so let's see how I'm doing in another year's time. Maybe I'll be doing 15. Maybe I'll be doing 20. I don't know. But consistency is the key, so yeah, we'll see. So yeah, whatever you're doing, don't be afraid to be ridiculed or laughed at. It doesn't matter. All that matters is if you're making progress, you're making progress. So that's my thoughts for this one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. And check out the poppies. Nice. Well, yeah, I've been a bit rubbish lately. I kept missing the morning jogs, so I was going to go out last evening, but man, it was hot. And that is not something we usually say here in England. It's very much not usually hot, but it is summer, and I looked at the temperatures and I thought, no, I'll make an extra effort, get up early tomorrow. I usually do an early run, and I've been a bit rubbish, and I nearly slept through this morning, but yeah, instead of beating myself up about it, I just got up maybe 10 minutes later than normal, but check it out. I mean, it's only about 5:30 in the morning, the sun is shining, it's already hot. It's already hot. I don't think I've got anything really inspirational to say today, really. Just keep at it. Don't beat yourself up if you miss something, or if you're going through a period where you're super busy and you don't get as much done as you would like to do. As long as you're making some kind of progress, just get back on it, don't beat yourself up, and carry on. That would be my advice for today. Okay, so whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Well, temporary kind of success this morning. An honourable mention. That's what one of my screenplays that I've written got in a competition that I entered into. And although that sounds great, and don't get me wrong, I'm not ungrateful, it does feel like a bit of a boost. It's a two-edged sword, really, because honourable mention, although it means that they deemed it good enough to give that, it also means that they didn't perceive it to be good enough to get higher up into the finals, battling out for a win of the competition. So I've still got work to do, but yeah, I'm going to enjoy that where it is. There's no point in being pessimistic about everything. I'm quite happy that I've got an honourable mention on one of my scripts. It means I'm heading in the right direction. So, but yeah, a lot of work to do. Obviously, I want to be up there eventually, writing scripts that are either winning competitions or getting options to become movies. It's a very hard industry, but that's not going to put me off. Never overestimate the competition. Just keep at it, keep working, keep getting better. Because if you keep making progress, guess where you'll eventually be? Near the top, or at the top. That's the plan. So, yeah, that's all I've really got to say this morning. Yeah, I don't know if that's wise or not. You decide, you tell me. But yeah, nice little bit of good news. But at the same time, it's a motivation to keep going and get better. Okay, whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, this morning I feel like I'm hitting a bit of a mind slump. Not sure how to describe that, just where I feel like kind of in the middle, where I know I've come so far with my fitness and weight loss, and also with other stuff that I'm doing like screenplay writing. And it's going to take a whole lot of effort to continue and keep going to get where I want to go, because although I can see progress, I can see where I want to be is still quite far off. And I don't know, I'm just finding that bit of a mental mind slump, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But the main thing is just to make sure you do still keep going, because like I said before, small progress is still progress. So yeah, force myself to get up, going on my jog, done a little bit more walking as well, but that's fine as long as you're making progress. So whatever you're working on, hope you have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Well, I'm into another battle this morning, and yeah, not happy about it, but that's life. Yes, I'm into another epic battle with an old French car. Yet again, somehow my life always seems to be trying to fix old French cars. I don't know why this keeps happening. Well, I kind of do. It's because we've ended up with an old French car, but, that's just the way it is. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of work on my wife's car, got it through its MOT, and I thought, fantastic. Hopefully we'll get another year out of this car. Less than a month later, and the alternator's decided just to pack in. So, yeah, I was testing all different things, thinking hopefully it's just a fuse or something. Nah. Did the multimeter test, I had the actual alternator, it's done in. And I thought, okay, no biggie. I've changed alternators before. That shouldn't be too big of a job. But I hadn't factored in the French engineer, the French design. Yeah, so I've got to have to remove the steering pump assembly just to get access to it. And even then, from the videos I watched online of this particular car, the bolts are really awkward to get to. And instead of having just two long bolts that would be easy to get to from one side, oh no, no, monsieur. They've got four little bolts, on two for each side, and two on the inside are quite hard to get to. It just looks like it's going to be an absolute pig of a job. Such is my life. So yeah, that's I'll get a chance on the weekend to have the time to try that one. So wish me luck in that battle. But yeah, so these kind of things are playing on my mind, which is why it's good to clear your head. So I'm just going for my jog this morning, and it is good. It does clear your head, because when you're jogging, you're not really thinking about that kind of stuff. Got either something like either some music or motivational speech or whatever you want to listen to in your ears. It really is good for the mind. So I would say, yeah, if you've got your own epic battle going on, maybe with a French car, if you have one, then yeah, I recommend still carry on with your exercise if you do it, or a jog or a walk, just to clear your head, and then you'll be ready for that battle. Okay, whatever you're doing, you have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. And what a view, eh? What a nice view. Well, today's the day. Crunch time. Battle commence. Tonight is when, after work tonight, is when I can put the old French car, my wife's car, around the back of the house. Put it up on some blocks and work on trying to fix it. Yeah, I'm going to do battle again with the old French car. So if you're of any kind of praying mindset, please pray for me. I don't know if I'm going to win this battle, but I'm going to try. We never know if we're going to win things unless we try. So that's my little message really for today, is give it a try. I had a similar message a few months ago when I had to try and fix something on the car that I'd never done before, and it worked out. I got it through its MOT. So yeah, tonight is the start of the battle. Tonight and tomorrow morning I've got the time to work on this new thing. It's not going to be easy, I don't think. But hey, this is life. What a beautiful morning. Can't be downbeat when it's like this. So yeah, whatever you're doing, I hope you have a good one. I hope you're having lovely weather. And if you're facing a battle of your own, all the best to you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. And it's a morning of wins. I did battle with the old French car, and I came out victorious. Now, my lesson is, though, that it takes perseverance sometimes. It took 7 hours. 7 hours worth of work, fighting with it, knuckle rash, scrapes on the arms. Because, yeah, it was a bad design. There was lots of things blocking the alternator, so I had to move lots of things just to get access. And then putting it back together was no picnic either. Usually that bit's quite easy, but no. There's like a thing that you use to slacken off this rubber belt to try and get the components back on. That really didn't want to move very much, so that was, man, I probably spent nearly an hour fighting with that just to get that back on. But the moral of the story is, yeah, perseverance. Give it a try. I had nothing to lose. If I didn't work, I'd end up probably having to get a mechanic to do it and pay X amount of £100 that I don't really have. But yeah, thankfully, all it cost was the part, about 60 odd pounds for the alternator. I managed to find a reasonable cheap one. And it's working, thank goodness. And my worst vision of what would happen is I'd do all that work to change it, and for some reason it still wasn't creating charge. But no, that's I don't have to worry about any of that. It works. It was done. Long story short, I won. Oh, and England won the football last night, so double win yesterday. Hard work, obviously. Friday night and Saturday morning, I spent 7 hours working on that car, but it's well worth it. Oh, cows. The sun shining off the screen so much I can't see if you can see those cows. Hopefully you can. Sorry, easily distracted. What lovely looking cows. Anyway, I'm rambling. Okay, I'll leave it there. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. If you're facing a hard challenge, persevere, you'll get there. Okay, catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I guess I must be a sucker for punishment, because now I've got a new project amongst all the ones I'm working on. So obviously I'm doing my fitness, trying to get fitter. I've been working on some screenplays as well, trying to break into that industry. But now I also want to make and sell a board game, like a card-based board game. I don't know why I do this to myself. I guess I can't help it. If you're like me, you'd be like a creative type. You always want to sort of make something or invent something or what have you. And so, yeah, I'm probably opening myself up to another world of pain. But I guess it's part of life. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you don't risk anything, there's no reward. So, yeah, there's some little food for thought this morning. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, I hope you have a good one. And I'll catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I was at Alton Towers yesterday for the first time in probably, 20 odd years. And yeah, I feel like I had way too much bad food. So I feel like I set myself back 3 weeks. So I'm up early to go for my walk and jog, burn off some of those calories. So yeah, don't beat yourself up if you have a day where you've consumed more than you really planned to. There's no dwelling on it doesn't change anything. So just carry on with your exercise and what have you. It was good to be back. We got really lucky, really, because I've got children. We went there with the kids. Youngest is 10, and she likes Minecraft. And it just so happened to be the first day of like some Minecraft event with like meet the mobs and all this kind of stuff. Fantastic. She was really loving it. So yeah, different for me this time. Just happy to poddle around. I'm not really bothered about the actual rides. Just want to see the kids happy, which is what happened. So yeah, very good day. Thank you, Alton Towers. Right, okay, enough of all that. But yeah, if you're doing exercise or working on a project, you get a setback like me eating too much yesterday, don't worry about it. Don't dwell on it. Just crack on, carry on, get back into your discipline, and things will happen. Okay, that's it. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Well, good morning. Good morning. Here back with one of my favourite views on the cliff top walk here. It's So yeah, no jog today. I'm doing a walk instead. Haven't quite got the time for a full jog, so I thought I'd take a shorter route, just a walk up towards a coffee shop up here. Beautiful views. And so yeah, but what I also did for the first time probably forever is less snacking. So usually on a night time when I'm doing stuff in the kitchen, tidying up, I'm too partial to having a little snack of something. So I thought, no, well, I'm going to cut that out. So I didn't have any snacks last night, coming out for a walk this morning. So not my usual kind of thing, but it's all still going to work towards like using more calories, less calories in with my weight loss that I want to do. So yes, more walking, less snacking. That's the plan for the moment. It's not going to replace the jogging. I'm still going to do that. Just this morning didn't give myself enough time to do the jogging. My bad. But you know, I'll get back on it pretty much as soon as I can. But I thought, no, I'm not gonna sack off the morning. Have a nice little walk along this beautiful coast and do that instead. Right. Okay. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goal is, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one.